What a beautiful Japanese maple. It's really advanced. Absolutely fabulous. A beautiful tree. The sort of Jap maple anyone would dream of. If you came in store, they're $599 for Japanese maples this size. But this Thursday, Grow Direct flash sale, 12 o'clock, it goes under the hammer. And it goes under the hammer with a reserve of 10 cents. And who knows what it'll sell for? $400 maybe, $200, $100. Worst case, maybe only 50 bucks, who knows? 10 cents reserve, and it could go for anything. So Grow Direct flash sale, 12 o'clock this Thursday. It's $599, beautiful advanced Japanese maple, goes under the hammer with a reserve of just 10 cents. I'm having a clearance sale, $2, $4, $6, $10 and $20. And I'm going to do something a little bit sneaky. I'm going to get some real excitement in there. I've got this whole trolley full of lemons. Look at them there. These are lemonicious. Some of them have already got fruit on them, but they're beautiful trees. Look at that one there. What a wonderful tree that is. It's got a couple of lemons on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take them down and I'm going to do them for $10. So I'm going to put them in the $10 section. If you watch this video, come out here. These used to be $30. You can come and get yourself a $30 lemon for $10. And there's only a limited number, just this trolley full going down there. So get out of here in the next day or two and grab yourself a $30 lemon for $10 out of our $2, $4, $6, $10, $20 sale. It's fantastic. Hello, this is Edwina.
Hi, Jasmine.
I'm here with Kathy and Anne over here. What's the real treasure that you've got there and how much did it cost you?
I'm very excited about the crepe myrtles, and you had quite a few of them there.
Yeah.
So I've taken 3 of those.
So they're great value, aren't they? Normally a 10-inch pot crepe myrtle is about 50 bucks and these ones cost you
roses here. Oh my god, that's crazy. So I just drive 1 hour to here just for the roses.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That is a callistemon.
Yeah, it's a beauty, isn't it?
And it,
yeah, amazing. Look at that.
That's
It'll fill up
huge.
a whole corner of the yard. You've saved a fortune. You probably haven't spent 20 bucks there and you've got half a garden for, haven't you?
fantastic.
And look, this lady here, we have to check this out. She's dragging off this giant smoke bush and she's going to pay for it.
Awesome.
And there's amazing bargains. Things that might have cost me 20 or 30 bucks, they're either going out for $2, $4, $6, $10 or 20 bucks. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. We're having a big clearance sale and here we are. Look at that beautiful little cottage plants. They've been reduced from $12 and $14 and $15 down to $2. You've got dwarf agapanthus, native ground covers, all sorts of plants, just $2 each. And then come down here, bushy hedging plants, lovely medium-sized bushes, lots of interesting stuff. Were $16, $18, $20, $29, now they're $4 each. And here you've got really interesting shrubs like these Laura petalums were $29.99, now $6. And then you've got beautiful big trees like this one here for 20 bucks. So lots and lots of plants. And what it is, they're all marked, they've all got a splash of colour what their price is. And what you do is you come to the store, you find the green footprints, you follow the green footprints down to the clearance sale, it's out the back, and get yourself some big bargains. Fill up a trolley of plants for peanuts. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go.
Oh no!
why would you go to any other nursery to buy your plants this Easter? We're having an Easter giveaway, and anybody who places an order online or comes in the store and buys anything at all, even just a packet of fertiliser, gets a free Gardenia Magnifica. They have beautiful, gorgeous, big white, fragrant flowers, and they have lovely glossy foliage and become a beautiful, big, bushy gardenia. Wonderful thing to have in your garden or in the pot or on the patio. So come down this Easter for our great Easter giveaway. Buy anything at all and get a free Gardenia Magnifica. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. Hi, it's Chris from Hello, and here's the easiest, cheapest way to get the plants that you need on site. Order online or over the phone, get free delivery. Have your quotes turned around in 2 hours, Monday to Friday. Got a tricky job? Use our free garden design service. We're a very high turnover nursery. We buy in bulk and pass on the savings with bulk deals. So check them out and give us a go on your next job. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. Right now is the very best time of year to plant. A lot of people think springtime is the best time of year to plant, but I'll explain to you why right now is the best time to plant. What you've got right now is you've got your autumn rains are coming, the weather's cooled down, we've got long cool nights, but we still have nice warm days. The soil is warm. So if you plant a plant right now, it goes into warm soil. Evaporation is less than half of what it was 6 weeks ago. So you've got low evaporation rate, so you water your new plant in, it's in warm soil, you water it in, and you don't have to water it every day or anything like that. Give it a bit of fertilizer, and if you were to pull that plant out after only 10 or 12 days, you'll find that new little white roots are starting to grow because plants love warm soil. And the other reason why it's great to plant right now is that from now till Christmas time, Melbourne and Victoria tends to be fairly moist and not too cold and not too hot. So the plant has a nice gentle time establishing. It grows its roots in autumn and into the winter, and then in springtime, that nicely established little plant is going to rocket away and you get that full spring growth. Whereas if you plant in springtime, the plant isn't really established, and then it's only a matter of weeks and you're into your hot summer weather and the plant could struggle a little. Whereas your well-established plant that's grown strongly in the springtime is going to romp through next summer. So right now is the very best time to plant. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. We're open every day, and if you come in, this is a $24.99 Anthurium that has the beautiful dark red flowers, gorgeous little indoor plant, lovely to have in the house, very hardy, last you for years, and we're going to give one for free, a $24.99 Anthurium for free for every single customer that shops with us. Here we are. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. This is one of the most talked about plants on my socials, and believe it or not, it's an Australian native. And what it is, I call it Zen moss, and what it does is it grows up above the snow line in Victoria, say Mount Buller, and it gets covered and buried in snow in the winter, and then after the snow melts, it's exposed to full hot sun. It loves the full hot sun, and it grows in cracks in the rocks that have sort of got gravelly, well-drained soil. So to really enjoy this, you plant it in a nice warm sunny spot, nice loose well-drained soil, a little bit of fertilizer and plenty of water, and you've got this beautiful fast growing mossy mound that you can grow in a pot, grow it underneath as an understory under another plant in a pot, or grow it in the garden, plant an enormous ground cover of it, do whatever you want. It's one of the most versatile plants around, and it's lovely. People love it, and I notice it even attracts children. I'll be walking around the nursery sometimes and we'll have a display of this, and I'll come across a little child just patting it. So Zen moss puts a beautiful sort of Zen feeling into your garden. Great in your Zen style gardens. Zen moss, beautiful. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. Now's the time to shop online at Hello Hello. If you were to spend over $99 at Hello Hello right now, you would get this magnificent Chef's Choice Rosemary. Fabulous fragrance, beautiful flavour, valued at $30. And then if you were to spend over $199, you'd get this beautiful Japanese maple, red autumn colour, beautiful shape, valued at $89.99. And then if you were to spend $299, you'd get this beautiful Pura Silk Sasanqua Camellia. Now it's covered in the most gorgeous little buds, and those buds are going to come out as beautiful pale pink and white flowers. Lovely foliage, very, very versatile, valued at $149.99, free when you spend $299. And then when you spend $399, you get this gorgeous forest pansy. And your forest pansy has fabulous pink blossom in springtime, and then purple heart-shaped leaves right through the summer and right into late autumn. Absolutely amazing. And these are really sought after. This one here is valued $229 when you get over $399. What incredible value. So now's the time to shop online at Hello Hello. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. What a beautiful Japanese maple. It's really advanced. Absolutely fabulous. A beautiful tree. The sort of Jap maple anyone would dream of. If you came in store, they're $599 for Japanese maples this size. But this Thursday, Grow Direct flash sale, 12 o'clock, it goes under the hammer. And it goes under the hammer with a reserve of 10 cents. And who knows what it'll sell for? $400 maybe, $200, $100. Worst case, maybe only $50. Who knows? 10 cents reserve, and it could go for anything. So Grow Direct flash sale, 12 o'clock this Thursday. It's $599, beautiful advanced Japanese maple, goes under the hammer with a reserve of just 10 cents. I'm having a clearance sale, $2, $4, $6, $10 and $20. And I'm going to do something a little bit sneaky. I'm going to get some real excitement in there. I've got this whole trolley full of lemons. Look at them there. These are lemonicious. Some of them have already got fruit on them, but they're beautiful trees. Look at that one there. What a wonderful tree that is. It's got a couple of lemons on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take them down and I'm going to do them for $10. So I'm going to put them in the $10 section. If you watch this video, come out here. These used to be $30. You can come out and get yourself a $30 lemon for $10. And there's only a limited number, just this trolley full going down there. So get out of here in the next day or two and grab yourself a $30 lemon for $10 out of our $2, $4, $6, $10, $20 sale. It's fantastic. Hello, hello, this is Edwina.
Hi, Jasmine.
I'm here with Kathy and Anne over here. What's the real treasure that you've got there and how much did it cost you?
I'm very excited about the crepe myrtles, and you had quite a few of them there.
Yeah.
So I've taken 3 of those.
So they're great value, aren't they? Normally a 10-inch pot crepe myrtle is about $50 and these ones cost you
Roses here. Oh my god, that's crazy. So I just drive 1 hour to here just for the roses.
Whoa, that's crazy.
That is a clistamon.
Yeah, it's a beauty, isn't it?
And
Yeah, amazing. Look at that.
That's
It'll fill up
huge.
a whole corner of the yard. You've saved a fortune. You probably haven't spent $20 there and you've got half a garden full, haven't you?
fantastic.
And look, this lady here, we have to check this out. She's dragging off this giant smoke bush and she's going to pay for it.
Awesome.
And there's amazing bargains. Things that might have cost me $20 or $30, they're either going out for $2, $4, $6, $10 or $20. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. We're having a big clearance sale and here we are, Look at that, beautiful little cottage plants. They've been reduced from $12 and $14 and $15 down to $2. You've got dwarf agapanthus, native ground covers, all sorts of plants, just $2 each. And then come down here, bushy hedging plants, lovely medium-sized bushes, lots of interesting stuff. Were $16, $18, $20, $29, now they're $4 each. And here you've got really interesting shrubs like these Laura petalums were $29.99, now $6. And then you've got beautiful big trees like this one here for $20. So lots and lots of plants. And what it is, they're all marked, they've all got a splash of colour what their price is. And what you do is you come to the store, you find the green footprints, you follow the green footprints down to the clearance aisle, it's out the back, and get yourself some big bargains. Fill up a trolley of plants for peanuts. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go.
Oh no!
Why would you go to any other nursery to buy your plants this Easter? We're having an Easter giveaway, and anybody who places an order online or comes in the store and buys anything at all, even just a packet of fertiliser, gets a free Gardenia Magnifica. They have beautiful, gorgeous, big white, fragrant flowers, and they have lovely glossy foliage and become a beautiful big bushy gardenia. Wonderful thing to have in your garden or in the pot or on the patio. So come down this Easter for our great Easter giveaway, buy anything at all and get a free Gardenia Magnifica. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. Hi, it's Chris from Hello, and here's the easiest, cheapest way to get the plants that you need on site. Order online or over the phone, get free delivery. Have your quotes turned around in 2 hours, Monday to Friday. Got a tricky job? Use our free garden design service. We're a very high turnover nursery. We buy in bulk and pass on the savings with bulk deals. So check them out and give us a go on your next job. Don't wait, the garden's calling. Click now, tap the link and let's go. Right now is the very best time of year to plant. A lot of people think springtime is the best time of year to plant, but I'll explain to you why right now is the best time to plant. What you've got right now is you've got your autumn rains are coming, the weather's cooled down, we've got long cool nights, but we still have nice warm days. The soil is warm. So if you plant a plant right now, it goes into warm soil. Evaporation is less than half of what it was 6 weeks ago. So you've got low evaporation rate, so you water your new plant in, it's in warm soil, you water it in, and you don't have to water it in. Hello, welcome to our Easter Grower Direct Flash Sale. And it's an extreme Easter sale. And what we're going to do is we're going to run through 100 specials. We've got 100 specials to run through. I'm going to tell you what they're good for. And the idea is if you're planning an Easter gardening project, you can buy from this Easter sale today. Do your Easter project, then you'll find that there'll be ornamental grasses, there'll be ground covers, there'll be shrubs, there'll be hedging, there'll be indoor plants, there'll be pots, there'll be potting mix, there'll be fertiliser, there'll be everything that you need. I can see some beautiful little poplars there, standard lily pillies, everything you need to have a fabulous garden this Easter. And get in your Easter project, and it's on now, and I'm going to take you through 100 items. But not only that, the other amazing thing is look at this beautiful Japanese maple here, lovely advanced Japanese maple. I reckon it's probably 7 or 8 years old. This Japanese maple is priced at $599.99, and it's going to go under the hammer. And the reserve, get this, the reserve is just 10 cents. Now it'll be about half an hour. It'll come up for auction, and then once it's up for auction, it could go for anything. Could go for $1,000, or it might go for $500. But the more likely thing is it'll go for $200 or $300. and someone will get a beautiful advanced Japanese maple. They could use it as a centerpiece in the front garden, in the corner of their courtyard. Wonderful tree to have. Japanese maples have very good root system, lovely autumn color, lovely little compact tree, beautiful tree to have. So beautiful Japanese maple under the hammer with a reserve of 10 cents. Who knows, it could go for $5. Basically the reserve's 10 cents, so once we get a bid over 10 cents, it's up for sale.
Yeah, so that will kick off in 16 minutes if you want to be part of that auction and win that huge Japanese maple valued at $599. You could win it from 10 cents, potentially, if no one else
And
bids.
what happens, we've designed this auction so that people can have we have a bit of fun, and the only thing wrong with it, we never make any money out of it, but we have a bit of fun because what it is, the maximum bid is $5 and the minimum bid is 10 cents. Now what happens, people go all the way through doing 10 cent and 50 cent and $1 bids, and then right at the end it all goes crazy, but because the maximum bid is $5, nobody can throw $100 on or $50 on, so the items tend to go off a bit on the cheap side, don't they?
That's right, and we also want people to, you know, get something for Easter and have a bit of a win this Easter, don't we?
That's why,
Win
yeah,
something
and know that,
fantastic.
and it'll be easy for you to, only one person's going to get this at the auction, but it's easy for you to have a win because we've got 100 exciting and wonderful items that we're putting up for auction, up for sale on the web. They're going up for sale on the web. I'll just put the hammer down to make me think about auctioning.
Yeah.
At any rate, so they're going up for sale on the web, 100 items, and I'm going to run you through each of those items, and they're great items and great prices. You're going to love it.
Yeah, let's get stuck into the items, shall we?
Right, okay, so first of all, we've got Debco Designer Mulch, and this is your red mulch. Now you might be putting a property on the market, lovely bright red mulch, and a nice big bag of that. It's a 40 litre bag, it's the Debco Designer Mulch, and your 40 litre bag has been reduced to $19.99. So $19.99 for a 40 litre bag. How much? $18.99. I'll make sure my page is a bit faded. So $18.99 for your red designer mulch. Great price. 40 litres. You can cover quite a big area with that. So you could jazz up your garden with a couple of bags of that.
Perfect. All right, we'll get on to our second item here on the Grows Direct Flash Sale.
Now, what I want you to look at here, look how big and fat this bag is. I can hardly lift it. And what's weird is you go down to that Manning's hardware store, and a lot of you probably know Manning's hardware. You go down there and you'll see a 25 litre bag of potting mix. It'll be quarter the size of this. It'll be so tiny, and you pick up 5 bags in one hand.
Yeah,
and
I
wonder how they work it out. But this is as heavy as anything, and this is basically the chap who makes this for us. He makes professional potting mixes that nurserymen use. Yeah. And I reckon he's put at least in his 30 litre bag. He probably puts about 32 litres. His machine must slip a little because they're the biggest 30 litre bags I've ever seen.
That's awesome.
And so it's a quality product at a quality price, and so
exchange in abundance.
Yeah, exchange in a top quality professional potting mix, and we have those for $14.99. So top quality, nice and full bag, $14.99.
Alright, limited quantities apply at these prices. If you like anything you see here on the Grows Direct Flash Sale, do act fast. These items are available online right now. hello.plants.com.au.
Yeah, you go down to your local supermarket or maybe that Manning's Hardware, and a little tiny packet of Osmocote is $15, $16.
Yeah.
We've got this nice 1 kilo pack, and at any rate we sell that for $17.99.
Perfect.
So $17.99, and which is a great price, $17.99, and you get a whole kilo. And what we do is we package it in a nice packet with a handle so that you can walk around your garden and sort of hold it like that and sort of dish out your. It's nice, handy little pack. It's just $17.99, and do you know, this is actually better than Osmocote. What it is, a nurseryman once told me there's 2 different brands on the market, and both of them are really good. And one of them releases really well in cool weather, and the other one releases really well in hot weather. And so what we've done is we've actually blended the 2 best brands on the market into our own one. And I think that this is the absolute best on the market because it's the blend of the 2 best on the market. So we blend the 2 best together, and there you've got a slow release fertilizer. put a teaspoon on a little plant and away she goes. And what's good is this stuff here will last up to 12 months, and probably you top dress every 6 months and you'll be doing real good.
That's it. If you've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale. We show off 100 of our best priced items this week, and getting your garden ready for Easter couldn't be better with these incredible prices. They're limited in quantity at these prices though, so you do need to be quick.
Sometimes when you go to them big hardware stores, you see little tiny packets of Pebbles for $5 or $10, $5 or $10 for a little packet of Pebbles. Here you've got a big pack that you can hardly, and they're beautiful Pebbles, beautiful white Pebbles, pure white Pebbles, lovely clean white Pebbles, and they've been sort of rolled and smoothed off a bit. And they are, Pebbles in snow white, are just $69.99 for a big heavy bag that you can hardly lift.
Wow.
So there are $69.99. You can, say if you've got a few pots on the balcony, you can cover all the tops of them with some nice clean white Pebbles.
Yeah, that's right. Much like
get that clean white look.
Absolutely.
Or you might put them around the letterbox or something, like wherever you want to jazz it up a bit. Those white Pebbles are great.
Sounds good.
Now here we've got an Agave attenuata. Now if you've got, say you're the sort of bloke that goes off to, you might go off and work in China for 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and you come home and all the plants on the patio are all dried up and dead, and you don't like that. If you put these in a pot, you could be in a hot windy spot. You can go off to China or Mexico or wherever you like and be gone for 3 or 4 weeks, come back and they'll look a little bit wrinkly, but you put some water on them and they'll be good as new in no time. So these are Agave attenuata. Grow them in a pot, grow them in the garden, but these are perhaps the most water hardy plant on the market. So really, really water hardy, and Agave attenuata big impact, $39.99. Look at that for $39.99. Isn't that
That's
fabulous?
awesome for that price. That's huge.
Really good. I don't know how we do it.
So for $40, a couple of those dotted around, you can really landscape up your front yard.
Yeah, but if you're the sort of person that goes off, I often when I'm doing a garden design, I talk to people about their lifestyle to get an idea. Like if you sell them a maple, right, and they go off for 3 weeks overseas, they come back and it'll just be all shriveled up and dead, but you sell them something like one of them agaves, and they can go off for 3 or 4 weeks and no worries.
Yeah, cool. Hi, Leslie's watching. Love, hello. Hello, Leslie.
Hi, Leslie. Thanks for watching.
There you go.
Is there anyone else watching today?
There's a few people.
Oh, good.
It's good for those who want to join the auction.
Yeah.
It's not too busy in here at the moment, so.
Yeah, I think somebody's going to make a killing in that auction. Anyway, so here we are, a Banksia Honeyeater Delight. Now, honeyeaters love Banksias. You plant this in the garden, you'll have a beautiful low moundy bush that has big, beautiful orange flowers. I think we look at those orange flowers now. Lovely fine foliage, big orange flowers. The honeyeaters will come down out of the big trees and be feasting in your garden, and these will be wonderful to have. And these make a beautiful, if you want a real feature that's a bit on the small side in your garden, this honeyeater, the Banksia Honeyeater Delight in an 8-inch pot, nice big plant. Have a look at the size, a good big plant, and they're going out cheap. They're going out for $26.99. This is a really special plant for $26.99.
All right, get them in the Growers Direct Flash Sale at that price. Limited quantities applied. The auction is starting very soon, guys. For those of you who are waiting for that, 8 minutes to go.
So here we've got Dutch box for just $39.99. So that's a great deal, $39.99. Now Dutch box, a Dutch box this size is probably 5 or 6 years old. What's good about Dutch box, or what's bad about Dutch box is it's slow growing. But what's good about Dutch box is it's slow growing. So what's good is what's bad. Because what it is that you won't, with other boxes you might be trimming them fairly often, but Dutch box you almost never have to trim them because they grow so slowly. So these beautiful little Dutch boxes, just $39.99. You could grow these in a pot, have a lovely natural round type ball, or grow them in a row in the garden, have a row of lovely, very often people plant these 90 centimeters or so apart and they do a row of balls. We actually did a video about that, didn't we? Yeah, so Dutch box, 10-inch pot, $39.99. Were $49.99.
Alright, leave us a like, leave us a comment, share this live, it does help.
Now what we've got here...
Why have you got 2 bunny ears on?
Oh well, I just thought I'm really getting into the Easter spirit. Instead of just 1 set of bunny ears, I thought I'd go for 2.
Okay, alright. Yes. Let us know in the comment section if you like the double bunny ear situation.
Yeah, that's it's extreme Easter sale. It is
Extreme Easter sale. That's right.
Yeah. So Japanese box 8-inch pot. Now Japanese box is interesting. It's a different colour to your normal box. But what's interesting, if you plant these in 2 years with water and fertiliser, you could have these at 6 foot tall. So where it would take you 20 years to grow a 6 foot tall English box hedge, you can grow a 6 foot tall Japanese box hedge in 2 years. And they're not very well known in Melbourne. Not many people have a nice big, but it's a very extremely tough, easy to grow hedge. And here you've got, these are a good head start. You've got a nice big size box, and they're just $19.99. Were $26.99, now just $19.99.
Yeah, perfect for creating a border or a hedge. Can you make tall hedges with the Japanese box?
Yeah, you could grow a hedge anywhere up to 3.5 metres.
Wow.
It's quite a vigorous plant, but it still gives you that classic box look. So you got that classic box look, you got low maintenance, very tough.
Is that the Sugi box, is it?
No, it's Japanese. But what's interesting is if you go to Adelaide's very hot and very dry, not really great soil.
And it grows good there?
Japanese box hedges are everywhere.
Wow, okay.
So if you live in a bit of a tough spot, and you want a tall, fast box hedge, go for Japanese box. But here we've got Coprosma Pacific Sunset, and do you remember being on the beach in Venice Beach in
Venice, yeah.
Venice Beach, and looking at the beautiful Pacific sunset?
Yeah.
I
can just visualise it now.
Yeah, there's nothing like being on the beach in California and seeing the Pacific sunset. The only thing that comes close is owning these Coprosmas here. Yeah. And looking at these Coprosmas, the colour's gorgeous. I'm going to give you a close look. Look at the colour there. And if you live in a spot that's a bit cold in the winter, the colour just intensifies as you get into winter. So intensified colour in the winter.
And we've got two sizes there on the table.
Yeah, so we've got big and little. So Coprosma Pacific Sunset in a 8-inch pot is just $29.99.
Yeah.
And in an 8-inch pot it's just $29.99.
So sunrise, yeah.
So there we are. Pacific Sunset $29.99.
Yeah, same price. Yeah. And slight variation in the colour.
Yeah, well actually, the sunrise has got a hint of pink in it, and the sunset's got lots of red in it.
Nice. All right, welcome to our Growers Direct flash sale, happening live right now, where we go over 100 of our best products, limited quantities apply.
Now, years ago, I used to promote this as a box style hedging product, and you can still use it for a box style hedging product. And jokingly, we used to call it Bloomin' Box. Now, look at these lovely little pink blooms here. Have a look at this. So this is your box style hedge that has flowers. Now flowers all summer long. Look at those lovely little blooms there. So there it is. Bloomin'
so you can
box.
Make a border or a hedge out of those, can you?
Yeah. Cool. You can trim it up like a box hedge, and I used to jokingly call it Bloomin' Box. But this is called, here it's for your purposes called Rob's Mauve, and you can grow a lovely little hedge that has flowers for 6-7 months of the year.
Yeah, right. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, and how much are they in the sale? We're going for $14.99 each?
$14.99 for a nice big 8-inch pot. Beautiful. Now here we've got a killer deal. A lot of people want an alternative to English box. Now this is Tom Thumb. I'll have a look at these here. Tom Thumb is faster growing than your English box. Probably twice as fast, but not too fast. So much faster growing, much tougher. If you've got some poor ground, terrible frost in the winter, if you've got a bit of salt in the wind or the air, you'll find these are really tough. They'll stand up to a bit of salt, a bit of heat, a bit of wind. Really tough, and because they're faster and bigger than English box, you plant them 4 per metre, so they work out pretty cheap to grow a nice hedge. So a 6-inch pot reduced from $12.99 to $6.99. Beautiful. Look at the size. Look at the health of that. For $6.99, I reckon it's unbelievable.
How many per metre do you reckon for a little border?
4 per metre.
4 per metre?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale. We're checking out all the best items here we've got on our clearance sale. Perfect time for planting too this time of the year. Graffiti.
Yeah. Here we've got Hydrangea Graffiti. Hydrangea Graffiti comes out a beautiful sort of creamy white in springtime. and gradually goes lovely little shades of pink and cream and green. Beautiful, beautiful hydrangea. Lovely, very, very nice subtle colours. And graffiti hydrangea is normally $50. We're doing these ones here for $31.99. So $31.99 for graffiti.
Yeah, only part of the Growers Direct flash sale. Get your graffiti at nearly half price.
Now here's a terrific deal. This is your Pee Wee hydrangea. Is it Pee Wee or?
Yeah, it's Pee Wee.
Yeah, Pee Wee hydrangea. Now what you'll notice about this, I'll give you a close-up look. It's got a completely different leaf to the hydrangeas that you're used to. Now what you're going to find about Pee Wee, have a look at that. It's got a beautiful leaf to it, and what it does, it has beautiful white flowers around Christmas time. It starts having beautiful white flowers around Christmas time, and the great thing about it, it's sun hardy. It needs plenty of water, but you know, like it'll take quite a bit more sun than a normal, say, a macrophylla hydrangea. And we've got them for $10.99. A big, beautiful hydrangea for $10.99. What a deal!
That is awesome, actually. And those ones can handle a bit of sun, can't they?
Yeah, they can handle a bit of sun, and they can also, you know, you can train them up into a lovely big bush. Now here we have got your oak leaf hydrangea. And this one here is Prince Snow, which is a double white, and these are lovely big plants. Now I love the oak leaf because the oak leaf has got that beautiful, interesting leaf. I might give you a close-up look at that. Look at the beautiful leaf on your oak leaf. So it's got a distinctively different leaf, the oak leaf. So a distinctively different leaf. Beautiful double white flowers. And it has beautiful autumn colour. It holds its autumn leaves right through the winter. So beautiful autumn colour, holds the autumn leaves right through the winter. And a fabulous hydrangea, have big, tall, white, conical flowers. A real hydrangea with a difference, but it's never without foliage. And your Prince Snow hydrangea is just $32.99.
Really looks like an oak leaf, doesn't it?
Now we should have some music now. Da 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 da.
We're going to kick the auction off.
Yeah.
We should launch it.
No, we're launching this. We need drums. We need drums here. Drums. Dum, 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 dum. Now look at this. This is the deal. The deal that I've been waiting for.
The deal of the sale.
The deal I've been waiting for months.
Deal of the century.
Deal of the century. Now what it is, your macrophylla hydrangeas, they've been expensive and hard to get, especially the special ones. Now here we've got a really special one. Have a look at this. This is called a bicolor. It's a tea time bicolor. And if you grow that in alkaline soil, it's a beautiful soft pink. And if you grow it in acidic soil, which most soils around Melbourne are, you've got a beautiful soft blue. But around the edge of the flower, what I want you to look at is the edge of the flower. You've got this beautiful white edge on it. Look at that lovely white edge there. Look at that white edge, yeah? So you've got this lovely white edge on it. So no other hydrangea has that beautiful white edge. And now, being a tea time, your tea time hydrangea is basically a compact hydrangea. So it's great for a pot, great for, you know, like a modest sized garden. It doesn't grow too big, and it has that beautiful two-tone flowers. Amazing two-tone. There it is there. Look at that. Imagine that in your pot or in your garden. Perhaps you might have it in the courtyard. Beautiful. Now, these tea times have always been in the $40, $50 range at your local store. These are only nice, they're nice, healthy little plants. And they are priced at only $14.99. That is the deal of the day. It's really a beautiful, really like one of the special expensive collector's hydrangeas. I've never had them for this price ever before. $14.99, and they're lovely, healthy little plants.
All right, now we should probably announce our auction is now live for those of you who want to play. So
yeah.
Chris, maybe just quickly go back over what we're doing.
Okay, so
it's actually live. You can get it for 10 cents right now.
Yeah, right. So you can put a 10-cent bid in. It's just gone live. And what you've got is this is a $599 Japanese maple here. Beautiful, healthy specimen. This is the one that has lovely. You have a look at this. This here has beautiful red autumn color in the autumn, and it's a lovely medium-sized tree that you could perhaps put in the courtyard or put in the middle of your front garden. Maybe you could do a lovely little Zen garden and use this as your centerpiece. This is a tree that lots of people use. It doesn't have bad roots, beautiful autumn color, lovely sort of Zen sort of shape to it. So Japanese maple, beautiful tree to have, $599, and it's going under the hammer today, and the reserve is just 10 cents. Now, how long, Emily, until we...
Wow, it's still 10 cents. No one's done a bid. So, well, we've got until 1:50 when the hammer will start coming down. So you've got an hour and 20 minutes to put your bids in. And once we get to 1:50, whoever's the highest bidder on 3 gavel strikes will be the winner.
Right, okay, so there we are.
Now, Just Nobody 70 says, how do I bid? So probably a few people are wondering. So just for all of you watching us, except for on TikTok, which I think we don't have audio working, we're trying to fix that. We've pinned it in the comments section, the link to make to start making bids now. So if you look behind Chris, maybe present that screen there for him. You just enter your name. This is on our live auction, the autumn holiday season sale, which is happening now. Live auction is there. You just put your name, phone number, and email, and how much you want to bid, and it will start bidding upwards from there. Currently we are at 10 cents. Might go for 10 cents today, Chris.
Has someone put in 10 cents yet?
No one's even put 10 cents in.
Wow, not
So
even 10 cents.
you're not going to lose. It looks like you won't lose anything at this point.
Yeah, that's right, because...
Could be good either way.
Yeah, we need a bit. We need someone needs to put in a bit of over 10 cents to be in the running.
That's
So
right.
a person could put in an 11-cent bid right now.
No, they'd have to put in 20 cents, I think. 10 cents is reserved.
Oh,
so
right.
minimum bid is 10 cents. So
Right,
they
okay.
could put in a 10-cent bid, which would mean they're
Could
down
you do
for-
an 11-cent bid?
No, you can't do 1 cent. You can't do 1 cent, unfortunately. But
You'll make up the rules as you go, won't
oh no, it's 10 cent minimum, $5 max.
you? Yeah, but 10 cent minimum, 11 cents should be legal. So
Maybe.
go on, be cheeky. Put in an
I
11-cent bid now.
It's not in the code. We're happy to take a 1 cent bid, but I actually don't think you can do it. But anyway, have fun. That auction's going in the background now, and we'll keep you updated in the comments section.
Oh, you mean you've got to order in multiples of 10 cents?
Yeah. Look, I don't believe we could fix it during because it's all done with like web code and stuff like that to get this to operate. So
Okay. So
we can make it next week.
You could put in a 20-cent bid, and right now it looks like it'll be yours.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's incredible. All right. Well, this could be the first time it goes for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Maybe people are just waiting. They're just sort of like watching it and thinking, all right, we'll wait until the end. We'll do a bid.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well,
Or maybe they're not. Maybe no one's watching.
Well, that's a possibility too. Also, we had someone saying there's no audio. Oh, yes, we have audio. Okay, so audio is back. They can hear us. Either too shy to make a bid or don't want to make a bid. I mean, 20 cents. I wish I could do it. If I wasn't working here, I'd be slamming a bid down on that huge $600 maple there. 10 cents, and it's all mine.
Yeah, now one of the most popular plants at the moment is your tractor seed plant. Now, your tractor seed plant doesn't want to be in the hot afternoon sun. Morning sun, afternoon shade, dappled shade or deep shade, plenty of water, and your tractor seed plant makes an amazing splash in the garden. Look at that there, it looks absolutely fabulous. And some places they charge a fortune. These are nice big plants in 10-inch pots, and we're giving them away for $50, $49.99. Normally these 10-inch are $89.99. We slashed them down to $49.99.
Fantastic value indeed. Only part of the Growers Direct Flash Sale. Shop link in the comments section.
Now what we've got here is an orange jessamine. Now your orange jessamine is, I think it's the best fragrant plant to have in Melbourne, and the reason is a lot of your fragrant plants only flower for 2 or 3 weeks and then they stop flowering, and you got no. As soon as they stop flowering, you got no more fragrance. But your orange jessamine, as soon as you start getting warm nights, say in October, these will start flowering, and they'll flower sporadically on and off all through summer, and they'll flower probably to the end of April or into May sometime. As soon as those warm nights disappear, the flowers disappear, and this one's covered in flower buds. A few warm nights and this will be a blaze of beautiful white flowers giving off the most heavenly fragrance. The fragrance of orange jessamine is just incredible, and at any rate, these could be trimmed into a lovely round ball. They could be left to grow natural. They could be grown in a pot. They could be grown in the garden. You can do anything you want with these. At any rate, these ones here, the orange jessamine, are just, how much are we selling this for? There is a beautiful big 12-inch pot, and it costs, and it's reduced from $120 to $99.99. So $99.99. Grow it in a pot, grow it in the garden, and enjoy the fragrance all summer long. So there we are, at $99.99. Beautiful big orange jessamine. They can take a few years to grow, so you're saving a few years of growth there for $100.
All right, Rebecca's made a $1 bid, so currently your $600
You
maple's
devil,
gone for
Rebecca.
$1.10.
I thought I was getting to hang
right
on to
now.
this. So here we've got your lemon lime. Now what's happened is those hot reds in the garden have gone a bit out of fashion. People used to be right into that red nandinas, but now they're a bit out of fashion, and people are tending to go for this lemon lime nandina. When the new growth comes, this has beautiful lemon lime colouring on it, but no red. And this grows about 45 centimetres wide, 45 centimetres tall, beautiful bush, super low maintenance. I use these almost every day in a garden design. I'll put these into my garden designs. I love them. So lemon lime nandina. Normally very expensive plant. These are beautiful big plants. Look at the size that you have there. Look at that size there. Normally $32.99. Now they're just $29.99. So $29.99. Now, had a lady in the other day, and she told me that she wanted something that was inexpensive, but she wanted a decent size straight away. She wanted something that wouldn't grow too big, and not too big, not too expensive, but a good size to start with. And I thought, what the heck can I do? And then I thought, this is it. This is your Snow Maiden. Now, your Snow Maiden, blaze of white blossom in springtime. If you want to grow a low hedge or have a specimen shrub that doesn't grow too tall too quick, and you want a good size to start with, these 8-inch pots are great to get going in the garden. They'll make a real impact in your garden straight away. And at $24.99, that's a beautiful big bit of evergreen for a very cheap price. So $24.99 for your 8-inch pot Snow Maiden.
Yeah, it's our Grows Rack Flash Sale happening live. Leave us a like.
And how's the auction going?
We're at $1.10 currently. Rebecca, the highest bidder.
$1.10. This could be.
We're at $22.10 now. We've had quite a few bids come in just recently.
$22.10. Well, imagine if that went off for 20 odd bucks.
Sorry.
Imagine if that went off for 20 odd bucks. Now explain. Say you were living down in Currumborough, Emlyn. Emlyn, say you were living in Currumborough.
Yeah, Currumborough. I still don't know where to. I've got to Google that.
Maybe you're living in Bendigo, or maybe you live in, and the price of petrol's gone through the bloody roof, and you're looking at this. You're looking at this stuff here, and you're thinking, I'm not driving all the way to Melbourne to buy this stuff.
Even when it's on sale, you don't want to drive out.
Yeah, so what would you do? What could a person do if they saw these fabulous plants and these fabulous prices and they needed to do a garden project? What could they do?
Yep, so if you spend over $399 either in store or online, well, in this case, I guess you'd be doing it online. Shop online at hellohelloplants.com.au, spend over $399 and get yourself a free delivery.
Yeah, over most of Victoria. If you go online, you can see the areas where you can get free delivery, and so you can get free delivery. So you could ring up and order this stuff. You can go online and buy this stuff.
Yep.
But most of Victoria, you spend over $399, and a van will come out with a weird looking bloke on the side of the van within a pink tutu.
Who's that weird looking bloke?
Yeah, that weird looking bloke with the pink tutu. And anyway, so you go out and they'll come out and they'll drop off your plants. You can do your garden project, not be worried about the petrol.
Yeah, and get it delivered straight to your door.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking to save a bit of coin, that's probably the best way to do it in terms of saving petrol money.
Yeah, and the price of diesel, if you're out in the country, you've got one of them diesel four-wheel drives,
No good at the moment.
You just go get a free delivery.
That's right.
Yeah, free delivery. So free delivery over most of Victoria. So all this stuff that you're looking at, it's accessible. And what we've got here is another Indian hawthorn. Now this one here is your...
Spring pearl?
Is your snow pearl.
Oh, snow pearl?
Spring pearl. So here you got your spring pearl. Now, spring pearl is an interesting one. It grows without you, what's really fashionable, particularly if you're doing a Zen style garden, is to have a lovely green dome in the garden. And most green domes you have to make them yourself, but this one grows itself into a lovely green dome. It'll grow 60, 70, 80 centimetres tall, a metre or so wide. Beautiful round dome, lovely green foliage all year round. Beautiful evergreen, lovely green foliage. And a blaze of white blossom in the springtime. So fabulous. We did a video of these the other day. Fabulous thing to have. And
they look awesome, and you can really sort of hedge them up and form them really nicely.
And lovely big spring pearls like this are just $29.99. I'd plant them if I was doing a garden. Like I was looking at a garden the other day, and they had these planted, and they had just all pebbles in the garden. They had 4 or 5 of these zigzagging through the garden. Beautiful effect. And so spring pearl, and these are just $29.99. That's a great price for a lovely little evergreen.
All right, so Growers Direct flash sale. The auction's happening in the background. We've had a few questions just come up. Just quickly answer some questions there, Chris. Pickle asking, is there any green screen lily pilly available?
I think green screen's in the sale today.
It's in the sale, Pickle.
It's in the sale. We're just about giving them away.
Oh my goodness, Pickle. Best day to do it. Nats says, do you have flowers?
Yes, there'll be flowers coming up in the sale.
We've had a few already flowering things come through, but keep watching us. I was just going to quickly say, and I don't want to drag this on too long, but if you do shop, we're talking about shopping online, you get free delivery over $3.99, but you've also got freebies included when you purchase online.
So you've got a smoke bush, a cottonous grey smoke bush,
over $99,
a Japanese maple, a pure silk camellia, or a forest pansy. So a forest pansy, 220. That's been the hottest item. We've given over 100 of those away in the last week. So people spending over $400 get this amazing 229 forest pansy. Then people spending over $299 get a beautiful 5-foot tall Sasanqua camellia just bursting into flower with beautiful pink and white flowers. And then a beautiful Japanese maple in a 10-inch. You spend over $200 to get this beautiful Japanese maple in a 10-inch pot, and spend over $100 and get a cottonous grey smoke bush. Cottonous grey, beautiful autumn colour, beautiful coloured foliage, fabulous thing. $39.99 worth of value when you spend over $99.
Yeah, and I just want to add, Pickle's just asking if it's state-wide or Aussie-wide. So we're only able to deliver state-wide, not interstate at the moment. But these I do want to also add this, especially the forest pansy. They're really running out, so if you do want to get one of those for free, there's literally only a few left. So you do need to act fast on those freebies. I reckon we've got,
maybe by the end of Easter, the forest pansies will be gone.
I think you're right. I thought you were going to say that you got thousands left now, but there's really not. There's quite a scarcity. I think there's 100. We've got about 100 left, I think, and I reckon end of Easter they'll be cleaned up. Yeah, it won't be long. So these freebies aren't going on forever, is basically what I want to communicate.
Well, that's right. People, look, there was hundreds of those forest pansies, but people have just gobbled them up.
They're going nuts for it. Yeah, that's a popular item. All right, we better keep going with the sale. Have a bit of fun. The auction's in the background.
But you can understand why, because the forest pansy is a $229 item, and you only have to spend $499 to get that for free. So you could sort of do the whole garden, and then your forest pansy could be the centerpiece, and it comes for free. You don't have to pay for your centerpiece.
Wonderful. Auction is at $67.80, by the way.
Right, it's rocketing away.
Rocketing away, Chris. All right, cool.
So here we've got a Sambucus Black Beauty. Now these have been grown in the shade, but I'll show you the label on these. These have white flowers and beautiful, almost purpley black foliage. Look at that there. And what's interesting is that your Sambucus is your elderberry, and your elderberry is sometimes called nature's medicine chest. And people in the olden days in England and Europe, people would use it as medicine for sick animals. They would drink tea made from it. They'd drink all sorts of concoctions made from it. And it's one of the best, it's one of the most useful and versatile herbs for both animals and humans in the world. And it's a great thing to put one of these in your chook shed. And most of the ones of these that you buy are just plain green with a white flower. But this one here with the blacky purple leaf and white flowers turns it into not only a useful medicine chest, but a valuable herb that you can have in the garden, and it's valuable for your chooks, valuable for all sorts of things.
Yeah, and then Pickle was just saying we'll be able to show the green screen lily pilly soon, Pickle. How much are they in the sale? One of the
mate, you'll just have to stay tuned in.
Oh, really? We're going to make them wait? All right, no worries. We'll stay, because you'll get to see the size too, Pickle. It's, it's like numbered item 90 or something, so we've got a bit to get
and those green screens are pretty damn popular, aren't they?
Oh, they really are.
Right now I'm on number now what we've got here is your kiwi fruit. female. Now the problem with buying a female one of these is it'll be lonely. And if you want to get some kiwi fruit, you'll need to hang in for the next special, which is the male one. And
Here's the male one.
here's the male one here. So we've got males and females. Should we be putting them together on the same table? Yes. Is it safe? I wonder, because they could start a bit of romance on the table.
Learn about biology and hello.
So here we are. These are just $32.99. They're beautiful, big, healthy plants. I reckon plant a couple of these and you'll be off the grid with kiwi fruit in no time. So $32.99, your choice of a male or a female. And an interesting fact that not many people know is that one male is able to fertilize 6 females.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you want to do a large amount of kiwi fruit, you could buy 1 male and up to 6 females. And then if you go for a 7th female, you have to get an extra male.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's overdoing it for the poor male if he has to do more than 6. Yeah. So anyway, that's how it works in the kiwi world.
Okay, leave us a like if you like that one.
So $32.99.
Some dirty kiwi jokes. hello plant. Live.
Yeah.
Nor says going to have to make a road trip down from Queensland. Love your content.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's awesome. Thanks, Nor.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite a drive, but would
Well, do you know, last weekend I had some people. A couple.
Yeah.
They came in and I helped them. At any rate, what was interesting was that they came down from Sydney.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I said, "You come down to see Sydney from me?" They said, "No, we've got a couple of things," but they said, "You're on our bucket list."
Oh, wow.
So they've been looking at my content up in Sydney. They
incredible.
bought quite a few plants to take back to Sydney. But what was interesting was that amongst the many things that they could do in Melbourne, I was actually on their list of things to do. And they said that there was no nursery like this in Sydney.
That's right. Ain't no mountain high enough.
Yeah, that's
to
right.
Get to hello plants.
Yeah. So here we are. So that was somebody down from Sydney, and they loved it because this is kind
you
of.
Probably can't get anything like this in Sydney.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, my dad was trying to break into the nursery business. He was growing various plants, and he used to take them and hawk them to the different nurseries around Melbourne. And what you used to find is that there was, and this was the old style nursery, there'd be some crusty old bloke who knew everything about everything, and would tell all sorts of jokes and things while he was telling you about it.
Yeah.
So you'd have this crusty old bloke who knew everything about everything, and he would be immersed in this jungle of thousands of different plants. There'd be plants everywhere, every sort of thing you could imagine. And my dad would ask you about anything. Oh, you got them over there, you know. and so what's really weird is I used to look at that and be amazed by it. But now I'm kind of the last of those crusty old nurserymen, immersed in millions of different plants and stuff. And if you want to see one of those crusty old nurserymen, you could pop in and see me. And but there used to be, what's interesting, there used to be dozens of blokes like me all over Melbourne.
Right.
And they've all got old and retired or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, so before it's all over, come down and see me. So there we are. And there what we've got is
great.
Backhousia Cinnamon. Now the Backhousia Cinnamon, beautiful cinnamon smell to it. And I'm sure you could use this in the kitchen as a sort of like a beautiful cinnamon flavouring. And it's an Australian native, so you can grow it in your native garden and enjoy the fabulous cinnamon fragrance. Very rare, very wonderful, and just $19.99. $19.99 for a cinnamon Backhousia.
Cool, and I've been told if you're browsing on Safari, it's not working as good as it should be. So you can try using the Chrome browser or any of the other browsers other than Safari to do the bidding as well if you're trying to do the bidding in the background.
Right, okay. So here we've got a beautiful lemon tree. Now the best lemon tree to have, if you live south of the Divide in Victoria, sort of in you know, like that'd be Melbourne and all your sort of coastal sort of towns, the best lemon to have is a Eureka lemon. Your Eureka lemon has a fairly thin skin, beautiful big lemon, very sharp flavour, not too many thorns. It's a lemon that I would have in my backyard. So for a really great lemon, this is it. And these ones aren't dwarf. These will go fairly quickly, produce lots and lots of lemons, and they're just beautiful big plants. $49.99 were $79.99.
Awesome, and if you've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct flash sale. Make sure to leave a like and a comment before you leave.
Now here we've got a finger lime. Now could you show the viewers the fruit? Take it over and show them. Now have a look. These.
Ooh, yeah.
Often when you see finger limes growing in nurseries, they're little tiny things that are about 10 years before they're going to produce their first lime. These are produced by a lime specialist, a finger lime specialist. Now they're an Australian native lime. They have beautiful fruit that's almost looks like, it's like colourful caviar, beautiful, and with a really wonderful flavour. And that's your finger lime. So it's a real delicacy. It's a nice hardy one to have in the garden. And these finger limes here, we're looking at Jasper. That's a green one. Give them a close look at the label there. Show them that label. It's amazing. It's like green. It's like green, sort of a beautiful little green delicacy. Wonderful thing to have. And they are reduced from $79.99 to $69.99, and these are big and they're of an age and sexual maturity where they're starting to fruit. So really good value at $69.99.
Josh asks, great natives for shady area.
What's that?
Great natives for shady area.
One of my favourites is your hoop gardenia. Your hoop gardenia is lush and green all year round. You can get a prostrate one or a tall bushy one. Yellow flowers every day of the week, every week of the year, all the time, and that's a real good one for you.
All right, there you go, Josh.
For a native for your shady area.
Hoop gardenia. There you go. Perfect. Oh, and then Peter's just asking, is it a dwarf lemon, the one we were just showing off before?
No, we do have plenty of dwarf lemons, but that particular one is a full size one.
Full size. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what we have here is a Tahitian lime. 10-inch pot, $49.99, and this is a full-size one. It'll grow into beautiful big trees and have lots of nice fruit.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right,
hey,
so
grab Sarah, and Sarah can help him out, okay? Because I'm tied up for quite a while. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Growers Direct flash sale. The auction is happening in the background right now. Highest bid is $82.80. Oh, actually, it's $97.80 right now for that $600 maple behind Chris.
Yeah. So what we've got here is a Maya lemon. Now your Maya lemon is an old Australian hybrid, and it has thin skin. It's sort of got the lemon flavour, but not too sour. It's because it's got a bit of orange in it, and it's a very, very frost hardy, really, really tough, small growing lemon. Suits lots and lots of people. Sometimes it gets marketed under the thing lots of lemon, because I remember when I was a kid we had a beautiful one of these right down the back. And when it had a nice crop of lemons, it would be absolutely drowning in lemons. So very, very productive plant. So your Maya, and I reckon if you've got a Lisbon lemon or a Eureka lemon, this is the perfect second lemon. So when you need a second lemon, you get yourself a Maya lemon, and your Maya lemon is a nice, healthy plant, $49.99. You can't go wrong.
All right, so Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Limited quantities do apply on these prices.
So here we have your Afua mandarin. Now, if you want a mandarin with beautiful loose flesh, loose skin, easy to peel, just pops out like that. Lovely little segments. You pop them into your mouth, you bite into them, sweet and tangy, juice running down your cheek. If you're after that sort of mandarin, here it is, the Afua mandarin. This is the one that the professional orchardists grow. Beautiful sweet mandarins, lovely loose skin. And Afua mandarin, just $49.99 for a nice big 10-inch pot.
All right, guys, I see your questions coming through. We may have to leave them, though, for our live Q&A on Monday. We have a lot of items to get through. Unless Chris is feeling generous, we might answer questions at the end of the live, seeing how we go for time.
Yeah, okay. Japanese seedless. So Japanese seedless mandarin already started to fruit. Look at that little fruit there. So this is ready to go. A ready-to-go mandarin. Beautiful big one, nearly 3 foot tall, $49.99 for a Japanese seedless mandarin.
All right, Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Get in nice and quick.
So a Washington Navel. Now Washington Navel, they're a winter fruit. They ripen all summer long. You find that these make the sweetest, nicest fruit like in a cooler climate like Melbourne. They don't need that sort of super hot climate the way you might need with a Valencia. So for the cool. And these ones are sexually mature. They're fruiting. Look at that there, ready to. You can see that's properly grafted. It's ready to go. Look at that fruit there. So there we have your orange Washington navel, just $49.99. That's great prices on citrus. Come down here this weekend and grab yourself whatever citrus you haven't got.
All right, Growers Direct Flash Sale. The auction's happening live in the background. Currently at $120 for that $600 maple. It's climbing up fast. People want it.
So here we've got 6-inch pot Red Gauntlet. Now Red Gauntlet is a strawberry that the professionals grow, and we've got them for just $7.99. So $7.99 for Red Gauntlet strawberries. Now that's a great price for a Red Gauntlet strawberry. Now what's good about when you normally buy strawberries in a nursery, you'll find that what they're selling is seed-grown strawberries, which are very, very cheap to produce. These are ones that are grown from a small cutting, and they're the ones that the professionals use. They use these little cutting grown, they call them runners or cuttings, but they use these little cutting grown ones of a named variety. And what you get with it with Red Gauntlet is you get lots of strawberries. The strawberries are sweet, they're red, they're tasty, they're beautiful, and they're prolific. And so that's what you get. And if you planted 3 or 4 or half a dozen of these, you're going to have enough strawberries to feed the whole family. And these are just Red Gauntlet strawberry, just $7.99 for beautiful healthy plants in a 6-inch pot.
Right, and if you've just joined us, it's our Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live right now. The prices you see on this sale are limited and only last till next Friday.
Now when I'm driving around the older suburbs in Melbourne doing deliveries and things at the moment, I'm seeing trees, olive trees just weeping over with masses and masses of olives. And a lot of people who planted them are Italian or Greek descent, and they know they're olives. Now so what we've got here is your Correggiola Olive. It's an Italian one. And it's one that could be used as a table one. You could use it as a green olive, as a black olive, or you can crush it and get your oil out of it. You can use the leaves to make a beautiful tea that's really, really good for you. So Correggiola olives, now these are lovely big plants. This one here is about 60 centimeters tall, and Correggiola olives, nice tasting olives, just $9.99. So $9.99 for Correggiola olives. Now here we've got your stone pine. Now your stone pine grows as a fast-growing, really nice pine. It ends up with dark green, very dark green sort of needles, and it ends up with a beautiful flat top and a beautiful tortoiseshell, sort of red tortoiseshell trunk, and very, very tough. Grow in a dry spot, a windy spot, a difficult spot. So your Picea stone pine, just $14.99. So $14.99 for a stone pine, and these are the eating pines. So basically, not only does this become a really beautiful tree that you can use for shade or shelter, quite fast growing, quite tough, quite easy to grow, but it'll end up producing those beautiful Mediterranean, those tasty pine nuts. Whip them in the pasta, whip them into a salad. Yeah, pop them into a salad. So
it really adds flavour.
Your stone pine, $14.99, and they're beautiful big plants. Look at that for $14.99. What a ripper for $14.99. That's a beauty.
Very nice indeed. All right, so Growers Direct Flash Sale auction happening in the background.
Now this is a beautiful thing. This is your Aussie. This is your aniseed Aussie. And so what it is, this is I don't know if you can make ouzo out of it like normal aniseed, but it's got all that. I love that ouzo smell.
Really, it's got that, has it?
Oh yeah, you smell that. It's just like
I don't know what ouzo smells like. It's like a licorice.
You've had that before.
Aniseedy smell.
Yeah.
I
think when you were a kid, you used to sneak it out of the cupboard. Yeah, so they are beautiful aniseed flavour. Beautiful aniseed flavour, smell. I'm sure there's something you could slip this in your gin and tonic or something like that. There'd be something useful you could do with it. But you can have it. You can have it in the garden. It's an Australian native with the most fabulous aniseed fragrance, and it is just $19.99.
It's called tucker bush, so maybe it's used for some kind of.
Yeah, well, you could add it to your tucker. You could flavour your kangaroo.
Flavour your roo, yeah.
Yeah, flavour your
roo head.
Yeah. Now what we've got here is we've got a Northland Blueberry. Look at these beautiful big blueberries. Now I've seen blueberries this size selling for 20 bucks. We've got these blueberries here. They're the Northland Blueberry. They'll be producing blueberries next spring. $9.99. That's a great price for blueberries, $9.99.
Yeah, and guys, I just want to remind you, if you have a question for Chris, we open up a live Q&A with Chris every Monday at 12 o'clock, so you could join us. Actually, next week we're on at Tuesday. Tuesday, 12 p.m. next week, the 7th of April. Get your gardening questions in there.
Yeah. Now here we've got a beautiful sunshine blueberry. Now what'll happen if I was doing this, I'd buy one of each sort or a couple of each sort and have them cross-pollinate and do really well together. So your sunshine blueberry, just $9.99. And these will be fruiting, they're sexually mature, they'll be fruiting this spring. You'll be able to pick half a punnet of blueberries just from one of these bushes in springtime.
Right. Just make sure you net them before the birds get them.
Now, most of Victoria is pretty hot, pretty low country. And a lot of your maples, a lot of your beautiful red maples don't do that well. They struggle a little bit in the wind and the heat. Here's one that loves it. What it is, it's a Jeffers Red. Jeffers Red is a hybrid cross between the silver maple, which grows in Southern California, and the red maple, which grows in the northeastern states of the USA and right up into Canada. So by crossing it with the silver maple, which is really heat resistant and tough, what they got is they got a really, really tough maple that seems to have even redder foliage. I mean, look at this here. It has even redder foliage than your normal red maple. So you've got an intensity of red, and you've got a fast-growing, beautiful pyramidal-shaped tree with intense red foliage. So if you're on a farm or a country property, or maybe you just got a nice big front lawn, and you want a beautiful, fast-growing, pyramidal-shaped leaf with lovely green summer foliage, and then incredible red autumn colour, Jeffers Red. And look at that, this one here is about 2.7 metres tall, and we're giving it away for an amazing $99. That's an advanced tree for a non-advanced price. So $99, Jeffers Red maple, one of my favourite maples, one of the best maples to grow in Victoria. I kind of feel that years ago they did the October Glory and various promotions, and they promoted a not so tough maple to the public, and this is the maple they should have promoted. Your Jeffers Red maple, $99.99.
Alright, so Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live right now. Going through 100 of our best selling items at incredible prices just for you. Head over, shop link is in the comment section right now. You can head over to hellohelloplants.com.au.
Now, I did a garden design for yesterday for a modern house with a really tiny front garden, and there was only room for 2 trees, and one of the trees that I used was one of these. This is a Senkaki maple. Now, the reason why I used the Senkaki maple is that it's the best maple in Victoria for year-round colour. What happens with this is that when autumn comes, it goes beautiful pinks and yellows and oranges all mixed together, beautiful colours, and then the leaves fall. And when the leaves fall, the stem and the trunk turns a brilliant scarlet colour. You could Google and have a look at it. It's a fabulous scarlet colour, and it's scarlet all through the winter. And then in springtime, you get the beautiful, soft, pale green foliage emerge on those red branches. Looks absolutely incredible. And then as you get through the heat of summer, you get pinks and oranges and different tonings mixing in there. So it's really like an orgy of beautiful colours right through the whole season, all different colours. So very often when I'm doing a garden design and you have a very small area, I go for, and you can only afford one tree, and you want a tree that's really going to pull its weight, I go for a Senkaki maple. Not a bad root system, doesn't grow too big, doesn't get out of hand. A wonderful tree for that small front yard that's so often occurring around Melbourne at the moment. And put in a few Japanese style plants and make it into a bit like a Zen garden. So here's a beautiful 2.5 metre, 16-inch pot Senkaki maple, and it is just Japanese Senkaki. It's just $249.99. Normally $400, but $249.99. 2.6 metres tall.
Yeah, even if you don't win that Japanese maple in the background, you can win with these Growers Direct Flash Sale prices.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say we do need to speed up the live a bit, Chris, because we've got quite a few items to get through. So
okay, we're only up to number 42. 68, 58 exciting items. Now here, you probably thought you couldn't afford a Japanese maple, but here's a Japanese maple. I'm 1.8 meters tall. It's nearly as tall as me. A 1.8 meter tall Japanese maple, $24.99. $24.99. Beautiful autumn color, lovely small tree, not too bad a root system. Beautiful. This could be a centerpiece in your front yard. It could be the decoration in the corner of your courtyard. Beautiful. Grow it in a pot. Have one in a pot on your balcony. Up 30 floors in Melbourne. So this is a very versatile and wonderful tree. $24.99 and nice and big.
Alright, Growers Direct flash sale auctions happening in the background. If you do want to make a bid, you do need to follow the page. URL in the comment section.
Now, this is years ago. These came on the market. My dad actually put them on the market, and they came on the market and they were marketed. There was a big plant. The Nurserymen's Association promoted these as an evergreen silver birch. And they look like a silver birch, but they're evergreen. So if you've always loved the look of a silver birch but didn't want something to lose its leaves, here it is, an Ulmus cherulensis, once marketed as an evergreen silver birch. So, and it's actually a distant cousin of the silver birch, but it has the looks of a silver birch. But the amazing thing about this, if you keep the grass and weeds away from the bottom, give it plenty of water, this tree here, this very tree you see here, could be 5 meters tall in 12 months. And I've seen it being done hundreds of times. 5 meters in 12 months.
Yep. Vilified by Don Burke.
Yeah, vilified. Don Burke said they were terrible. But there we are. The Evergreen Alder has a fairly aggressive root system. Shouldn't plant it too close to the house or the foundations. But if you want something that can grow 5 meters in a year, this is it. Your evergreen alder.
Loza Doza says, how many Jeffers red maple are available? At that price?
At that price, lots and lots. Throw me a number and I'll give you a yes.
Oh, okay. All right, looks like you're in luck, Loza Doza. Give us a call, 039359.
And I reckon there'd be... I was once driving around in Brighton doing photos of autumn colour, and I saw off in the distance, kilometres away, I saw this amazing, brilliant red slash going right across a hillside, and I drove for miles to actually find it and go up and down all these side roads, and I got there and it was Jeffers red in full colour, and it was an apple orchard, and they used the Jeffers red as a windbreak around the outside of the apple orchard, and it looked fantastic.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was the most amazing giant slash of red. So mass planting Jeffers red is very, very smart.
Yeah, and Louise says, I was not expecting to hear ORGY in my first 10 seconds of being here. I think that was when you were talking about the kiwis. Maybe.
I was mentioning that something could have an orgy of colour.
Oh, okay. It does have a different meaning, Louise. Or does it? Maybe. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, okay. So actually have a look at this. These, look at the colour in this.
T says that evergreen alder is good for noise barriers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got to keep the questions
and actually,
light.
I'm doing a garden design for a couple. And look at that autumn colour, isn't it beautiful?
Yeah,
so what we have is forest pansy. Now forest pansy, wonderful small tree. Look at these, they have a beautiful heart-shaped leaf. Their foliage is purple, it's dark purple in spring, sort of browny red purple in summer, and then a kaleidoscope, I'm not going to say the word orgy again, a kaleidoscope of colour in the autumn. Oh, right. So a kaleidoscope of colour in the autumn, and then they're bare in the winter, and then when you least expect it, they're covered in the most amazing pink blossom in springtime. So incredible pink blossom, and normally they're expensive and hard to get. We've got these beautiful little 8-inch pots here, and they're just $79.99. So if you've been struggling to afford, you thought you might have to mortgage the house to get yourself a forest pansy, here it is for $79.99. Or if you go online and you spend over, how much would you have to spend to get it? If you spend over $400 online, we're giving away a $229 one that's about this big.
Yeah, that's right.
So you just give us $499, buy all the plants you want.
Spend $3.99 online, and you get that.
You boys should grab one of those big ones, and we can show people. They're absolutely mind blowing.
Really? Wow.
But if you just want to part with $79.99, you can have yourself a forest pansy, one of the most expensive and difficult trees to get hold of, and people have been we've been giving away nearly 100 of those forest pansies every week. They're gone crazy.
People are going berserk for them. Very popular, yeah. All right, let's get on to our next product. We do need to speed along here.
Now what we've got here is a beautiful thing. This is a Cornus capitata. Now lots of people think they can't grow a dogwood in their place, but I reckon if you lived out in the Wimmera and you wanted to grow a dogwood, you could grow a Cornus capitata. And the beautiful thing, the thing you'll love about your Cornus capitata, it has the most gorgeous flowers at Christmas time. So at Christmas time, when the wife is going out and looking for something to go in their flower arrangement, she can get a Christmas dogwood, a Cornus capitata. Beautiful big, and the flowers are cream with a hint of green and a hint of pink. They're gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous flowers. And they have foliage on them when they flower, so you've got foliage and flowers mixed together. My mum used to cut them and use them in flower arrangements at Christmas time. So, and I've always thought of these as a Christmas dogwood, but they're a very tough dogwood. And where a lot of dogwoods are fussy, hard to grow them in different places, this is actually a very, very easy one to grow wherever you want. And your Cornus capitata, look at that, a beautiful big one there for $30, $29.99. And you got yourself a beautiful Christmas dogwood. That's an incredible deal. That's nearly as good as our Hydrangea deal.
It's a really good looking product. All right, guys, direct flash sale. As we rush along the last few items here, we do need to speed it up a bit, Chris.
Okay, so here we've got a sensuous. Now, if you want to add some sensuousness into your garden,
you get one of these Corymbia sensuous, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and this is a lemon scented one. It has a white trunk, has beautiful weeping foliage, beautiful white flowers, and on a hot summer's day, this is going to fill the backyard or the front yard with fabulous lemon fragrance. Beautiful tree. Now these are normally expensive and hard to get, and why people really go for them and they pay the big bucks for these is they're grafted and they don't grow too big. Somebody found a miniature one and grew it and they propagated it, and that's how you got to have your miniature lemon scented gum tree called sensuous. Now your sensuous gum tree, a lot of places want $300 or $400 for it. We've got those for $159.99.
All right, thank you to all of you who've just joined us, or if you've just joined us, our Growth Direct flash sale happening live right now.
Yeah. Now, look at this here. Here's a forest pansy, $229. It's 6 foot tall. It's a beauty. And if you go online, and you've seen lots of good specials today, and you put together a $399 package of plants, you can get free delivery and one of these forest pansies chucked in as well. Unbelievable deal. A forest pansy like that, just $499 and got yourself a forest pansy.
Amazing. So that's free when you spend over $400.
Yeah.
Online. Online only for that one, guys. But yeah, if you're spending online, that's the way to do it. Alright, so our Growers Direct flash sale. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to leave a like and share this live. We do appreciate having you here, and thank you so much for all your questions.
So Ficus Flash, 3 foot tall Ficus Flash standard. Trim these up into a lovely green ball. These can cost $50-$60 most places. We've got these for $29.99 for an 8-inch pot standard Ficus Flash. Put them up the garden path, put them up the side of the drive, run them along the front picket fence. They'll develop a beautiful big round green head, lovely thick white trunk, beautiful thing to have, and very, very cheap. You can really afford to mass plant these, as people do, at $29.99 for Ficus Flash. Now, what we have here is a ginkgo. Now, ginkgos have the best golden autumn color of any tree. They're a beautiful tree. They grow beautifully into a lovely, thick, bushy sort of a tree. Chinese people love them. You find them growing all over China, and they have the best gold autumn color, really gorgeous foliage, great for your Japanese style garden or your Zen style garden. And these are beautiful big plants. They can be a bit slow growing, and mostly when you see them for sale, they're only like a foot or two tall, and to grow something this tall in your garden might take 6 or 7 years. So to get it, these are 2 meters tall, and they're just $99. So $99 for a 2 meter tall ginkgo is a fabulous deal.
Lovely price. Pete says he has little jacaranda plants randomly sprouting in my garden. Why would that be? Is that just the suckers coming up?
I'd say that there's a big jacaranda somewhere nearby, and the seed has dropped down, and it's growing. Yeah,
Alright,
and I'd suspect that he's in North New South Wales or Queensland, because that's where you'd expect something
Is that
like
where
that
it happens?
to occur.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Pickle says, could you please advise some low maintenance, no bug, fast growing screening plants? Would that be what we just already looked at?
No maintenance, no bug, fast-growing screening plants.
Lily Pilly.
I wonder where you live.
Depends where you live, Pickle.
Yeah, but you're like in low growing, something like your ruby tip lily pilly,
Yeah.
or your green rocket.
Green Rocket.
Yeah, your
Euonymus.
green rocket euonymus. Yeah, green
Euonymus,
rocket
okay.
euonymus. Both of those low bug.
Pickle's in Melbourne.
But either of those great in Melbourne.
of
So
those
look
great
at
in
your
Melbourne, okay.
euonymus and look at your
Euonymus and
ruby tips.
Ruby tips,
Ruby
yeah.
tips, yeah.
And then just one last one so we catch up. Filali says, looking for 2 prestigious feature trees for my front yard, maximum height 5 meters.
Come in and see me.
Okay.
Come in and see me. You could maybe get something like a beautiful Japanese maple like
Bid
this.
on that, yeah.
Yeah, or you could bid on it.
Bid on it. It's currently that $600 maple is currently only going for, I think it's $200 or $202.
$202. So,
$202 for a $600 maple right now. You can bid on it.
yeah. So black tulip magnolia, 10-inch pot. Now this is a rare, expensive, difficult to get magnolia. Has gorgeous foliage. It has these. Look at those flowers there. It's sort of a tulip-shaped flower. It's a dark purple. It's a gorgeous one. We put up a video on these, and I think it's one of our top videos. One of our top videos ever. And anyway, normally something this size here, you'd expect to have to part with $150 or something like that. But these are just $69.99. I can't believe it.
Yeah, great value on the Growers Direct flash sale. Limited prices and ends next week. All right, let's get on to our next item. Here in the Growers Direct flash sale, we're looking at more magnolias.
So here we have the Burgundy Star. Now Burgundy Star has a very informal shape to it. It's a brilliant burgundy colour. It represents a real breakthrough in magnolia breeding. Once you could only get pink or white magnolias, now they've been on the market now for about 30 years. You're able to get these beautiful burgundy colours, and your Burgundy Star has kind of instead of being the normal tulip, it has a much more irregular shape, and a small tree covered in these Burgundy Star flowers is very, very spectacular. It's a grafted one, it's a rare one, a difficult one to get, and Burgundy Star will set you back $69.99.
All right, $69.99 on the Growers Direct flash sale. Limited quantities apply. Available over Easter.
Now here's your Pink Star. Your Pink Star, it's a kind of like a spider. It's like, imagine a spider style, but all sort of crinkly and really fascinating. And a beautiful fragrance. And what it is, this is only, like you can see, these plants are very low and bushy. This is a beautiful bushy little magnolia. And with a bit of a trim, you can keep it into quite a neat little bush, and be absolutely, and it flowers when it's naked at the end of winter, and with those beautiful spidery pale pink flowers, absolutely gorgeous. So if you want a nice small magnolia with an unusual flower, here it is, Magnolia Pink Star for $69.99. So a beautiful magnolia for $69.99.
Yeah, get them while they're hot at that price on the Growers Direct flash sale.
Now, if you've got a sort of a country property or a beach house and you want a fast growing big tree that has beautiful cascading needles, these Pinus patula, they'll end up with needles 35-40 centimeters long, and they just cascade down beautifully. And what that is, that when you get a nice big tree, it gives off a wonderful, in summer, it gives off a wonderful feeling of coolness, and underneath there'll be a carpet of pine needles, and so one of these would be a beautiful addition to your big block, your country property, your farm property, your beach house, and it's called a Pinus patula or a weeping Mexican pine. Wonderful thing to have. These are beautiful rare plants, and they're pretty cheap. We've got them about 5 foot tall for $40. So $40 for a 5 foot tall Pinus patula or Mexican pine. And a lot of people don't like pine trees, but I love pine trees, and I think I love the sound of the wind through your pine trees.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They sound awesome when the wind goes through them.
Yeah.
Got a really cool sound. All right, we need to keep moving faster.
Actually, there's a wonderful story. There's a wonderful story about Salvador.
Jesus, I don't know if I have time for
Salvador Dali. There's the surreal artist. And what happened? He had some workmen coming to his house, and as they were walking up the path, he hid in the bushes, and and he heard them saying, "Oh, I love the sound in summer of the wind through the pine needles."
Yeah, he heard that.
Yeah, he heard them say that, and then he ran around and he came to where he had these elephant skulls there, and he said, I love having elephant skulls. They said they love the sound of the pine needles in summer, and he sort of made fun of them. He said, I love having elephant skulls, elephant skulls in summer, you know.
He
and
said
a copy. It was a weird sort of Salvador Dali thing.
That sounds great.
Yeah, but it was kind of carrying on with madness. What it was, he was a person who actually figured out he was crazy and then harnessed it and turned it to good end.
Yeah. It became very popular.
Yeah, harnessed his madness.
That's right.
Yeah.
Eccentric man. All right, let's keep going with the sail.
Now, what's that mean?
We're wind up on the sail here.
I didn't know.
Hurry up.
Oh, I thought it was tell us another Salvador Dali story.
I think it's another Salvador Dali story, actually.
Okay, so here we have, what are we up to? We're Ginkgo, where are we? Ginkgo, Nishiki. The last one. We have the fabulous Nishiki Hakura willow. These are going autumny and they don't look that good in the autumn, but have a look at these pictures here. Amazing pink and white foliage. Grow them as a hedge, grow them as a border. They're hardy, they're fast, they'll grow in the worst, sourest, wettest, horriblest spot and give off this amazing show of pink and white foliage in the springtime. So the Nishiki Hakura willow, and they're not expensive. You've got them in an 8-inch pot, beautiful big ones, 1 metre tall for $12.99.
Great value, very popular item at the moment, the Nishiki willow. Get them while they're hot.
So here we have a umbrella plant. Now an umbrella plant, you know that in most parts of Victoria you could grow this outdoors and give your outdoors a lovely tropical look. You could grow this in your al fresco and it'll take a bit of cold wind in the winter, or you could bring it right inside. Maybe you've got a restaurant and you want something luscious and tropical in the corner of your restaurant that'll last you for years and be really, really tough. Here it is, it's an umbrella tree. We've got these beautiful big umbrella trees for not much money. Not $89.99. $89.99. Look at that. Look how tall it is. Put that in a nice pot. Put half a dozen of them around your restaurant, and you'll breathe new life into your restaurant. So $89.99.
Hanista says, I brought W plants which need full sun, but they died. Any idea how to sell them?
W plants?
Yeah, I don't know what W plants are. Maybe shoot us another comment, Hanista, and we can help you out.
Now we're going to have to alter the price on these. The price on these just went down.
Just went down live.
Just went down.
Live on the show. Yeah,
it just went down. It happened right now, so someone's got to change these. These lily pillies here were $49.99. Then they were $29.99. They're now $21.99 for Easter. I've got a whole truckload of them to move. $21.99. And these could make a beautiful round ball on a stick. They could be up the front path. They could be across the driveway. They could be out the back. Grow them up. You can grow them up into beautiful big balls like that. These would look good in front of your factory, in front of your restaurant, in front of your shop. And I stopped the other day at a beautiful little country property in Agave, and they'd planted them in threes along the front. I just planted these in threes about 1.5 meters apart. Looked absolutely fabulous with beautiful big balls like that. We made a video about it. It'll be up soon. And so these are beautiful, hardy, versatile plants. Beautiful dark red new growth. Expect to pay $50 for them anywhere else. Come in this Easter, $21.99. But don't come in after Easter, because I don't reckon I'll have them after Easter. I reckon we'll move them all. So
Alright, you can bid on that $600 maple behind Chris there. The auction is still happening live. 23 minutes to go till the winner is announced. The 3 gavel strikes will announce the highest bid.
Now, a lot of people have experienced extreme disappointment. They buy a palm tree and they have these images of having this glamorous, wonderful palm tree, and it's a bit like buying a bunch of flowers. Next thing it's shriveled up and kind of looking like this and all brown and black and terrible. So what your problem is that you haven't bought a Washington palm. A Washington palm comes from the desert. They live naturally in the desert at the back of LA. They live up in Palm Springs, and at any rate, the minimum temperature there is about -10. The maximum temperature is about 55 degrees, and these happily. So where normal palm trees, Melbourne tends to be very hot sometimes and very cold other times, and quite a lot of people have disasters with their palm trees. But if you want that exotic palm tree look, if you want that Hollywood look, if you want that Palm Springs look in your garden, this is your classic LA Palm Springs palm tree that loves the heat, loves the cold, and we're not selling them for very much money. We're giving these ones away here for not much money. $19.99. Awesome. So don't pay 40 or 50 bucks for something to shrivel up in 10 minutes. $19.99, Washington palm, Mexican palm, and get that LA or Hollywood look in the garden.
All right, get in quick. These prices won't last. I'm going to speed it up a bit here, Chris. We're getting to the auction soon.
Now, this is something I've been putting into lots of gardens lately. This is a Musashino Japanese Elm. Now, what it is, lots of people want a tall, skinny tree, and up until a few years ago, everybody was just buying capital pears. But the problem with capital pears, they're in every second garden in Melbourne and every second garden in Victoria. And it's sort of like everyone's got the same hairdo, or everyone's got, if everyone dyed their hair pink or something, and suddenly pink hair look terrible. And so what it is, this is a beautiful tree that doesn't grow too big, can be kept really, really narrow, run along the side, wherever you need a skinny tree, has the most gorgeous autumn colour, Musashino, and what's good, you plant these in your garden, nobody else has got them. They're rarer than hen's teeth. So your Musashino Japanese Elm reduced from 150 bucks to $99.99. $99.99 for a Musashino, a Japanese Elm, gorgeous. Google them, have a look. They have fantastic autumn colour, beautiful, compact, narrow tree, and we've got a video up on them too.
That's right. And Peter asked, do you deliver to New South Wales Central West?
What's that?
Do you deliver to New South Wales Central West?
Not at the moment. There's a bit of an embargo because of some bug. So we used to, but not lately.
Okay, we're working on it, Peter. Thanks for the comment, and make sure to leave us a like and share this live too.
So here we've got a Peter Pan agapanthus. Now these have beautiful little blue flowers, and they flower for weeks and weeks in summer. Lovely fine foliage. If you're an agapanthus that doesn't get out of hand, it's your Peter Pan. Your Peter Pan, gorgeous little dwarf agapanthus, and these in a 7-inch pot are just $12.99. So get yourself a beautiful big Peter Pan agapanthus for just $12.99. Make a lovely border, plant 3 of them per metre, and you have a gorgeous little flowering agapanthus border in no time.
Yeah, and if you want to get that $600 maple behind Chris at a fraction of the price, head over to our auction happening right now. Bid in the comment section, bid link in the comment section right now.
Okay, now what you've got here is a small growing Rufus Red. Look how red this is, Rufus Red Kangaroo Paw. So if you want to get a bit of really nice deep red into your, look at these beautiful buds here, look at that, isn't it gorgeous, look at that. Here we are. So get some beautiful red kangaroo paw in your garden, and some kangaroo paws grow real big. This one doesn't grow more than a metre. So Rufus Red kangaroo paw, just $14.99. That's a great price for a kangaroo paw, just $14.99.
Yep. So Grows Direct flash sale prices occurring right now.
So canna lily, dwarf, assorted colours. We've got all these canna lilies to mix up. They've got yellow, red, pink, all different colours, and these are just $12.99. And plant these now, and next summer you have a beautiful splash of colour in the garden with a bit of a tropical feel to it.
Alright, get in quick, these prices won't last. On sale to next Friday.
Yeah, so have a look at this. This is your Canna Tropicana Gold. Have a look at the lovely golden foliage. Look at that lovely golden foliage like that. This one has lovely golden foliage. It has orange flowers. Yep. And Tropicana Gold, that's the hard Tropicana to get. So Tropicana Gold is only $19.99. So $19.99 for Tropicana Gold. And these grow big, they grow prolifically, they're easy to grow, anyone can grow them. Lots of people plant them around their pool because kids can't climb them and they grow up about this big. So here we've got spider plants. Now this is the modern spider plant with a sort of, and this has the beautiful babies. Do we have a nice one of these anywhere? I saw some nice ones in the shed. What?
Yeah. This one we got from this side.
Oh right. There were some nice big ones that someone could see what they grow like. Maybe we'll try. Let's come back to this one.
Alright, so Growers Direct Flash Sale, if you've just joined us, we're checking out our hottest 100 items this week. Best prices, getting quick.
Here's an amazing deer. This is your Belgian hybrid Clivia. Now that has beautiful white foliage, really gorgeous, has lovely big orange flowers, and the orange flowers come in springtime. They have to grow in the shade. Now normally one this size will be in an 8-inch pot and it'll be $30 at most nurseries, but this grower grows a really big 8-inch pot size one in a 6-inch pot, and for a beautiful big one, and this one will be flowering this spring with a lovely orange flower, and this one will only be $15.99. So $15.99 puts you into a lovely big Belgian hybrid Clivia.
Alright, getting quick, the auction's about to end. If you want to put in a bid, $218 is the highest bid for the $600 match.
Dianella Breeze, 6-inch pot, just $14.99. Now, Dianella, we did a beautiful video on mass planting these. What happens with your Dianellas? These ones are asexually propagated and they're all the same, so you get a lovely even display. If you plant these as a hedge or a border, they make a beautiful even display. So Dianella Breeze, just $14.99. Put it in your native garden. If you need something really, really tough and a great display, there they are. Great round your factory, great round your never gets out of hand, you know, really good around your commercial planting, and just $14.99. Let's have another look at those
spider plants.
Spider plants.
So spider plants, here we go.
Now spider plants are fantastic. My grandson is harvesting these little ones here and wholesaling them back to he's only 70. He harvests these and wholesales them back to me. Grows a bit of pot for a little while and then wholesales it back. So they very, very. But what's gorgeous is look at these lovely. It's like what it hangs now. My partner has been growing these ones, and she reckons that this is the best plant for cleaning up the air in the house. They're like in your house, paints and various things are giving off toxins and causing cancer and doing all sorts of terrible stuff. And plants like this clean up the air.
They literally kill mold, those plants.
Really? So
you put them in the bathroom.
So put these in the bathroom and kill your mold. Put them in the kitchen. Get rid of all those nasty chemicals. It's cheap and easy, and not only that, you can get your kids or your grandkids producing and marketing these as an early way to get them going.
Yeah, they're really
business.
easy to strike on.
Yeah, very easy. You just if you pick these little babies and pop them in somewhere, away they go.
Yeah.
And so there we are. Spider plants clean up the air. Teach your kids or grandkids to become entrepreneurs. It's one of the best plants you can have.
Alright, leave a like, share this live. We really do appreciate having you here. It's our Growers Direct Flash Sale. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your day.
Now
we've got the long weekend
you can buy a 6-inch pot. It's probably been propagated by my grandson, and that 6-inch pot is just $12.99.
Alright, $12.99 for the 6-inch.
$12.99. He's propagating them on the front step.
Support Chris's grandson.
Yeah.
I.e. my son.
Yeah. So there we are. He's working his way through primary school.
Hello. No, just kidding.
He's working his way through primary school, isn't he?
That's right.
Here we have
Frosty.
66.
Lime Tough.
66. What happened to Frosty Tops?
Yeah, what happened to Frosty Tops? Not available? Maybe not available?
No, we did. Okay, let's run it again. I think it will happen too quick. It would happen at the speed of light. So here we've got. Now, lamandras are very, very popular. Say you're doing a coastal style garden, you'd go for these Frosty Tops here, and these are just $14.99. Or if you want something really, this one here grows about 3 foot tall, really beautiful soft green, lovely, lovely soft stuff to run your hands through. Beautiful one. It grows into a lovely tussock, and they're lovely big ones. maybe you're putting a house on the market, you want to look good straight away, these are just $19.99.
Perfect. Danny says best videos. Hello. Thanks,
a lot.
Danny.
Thank you.
And then he's got a question. Best time to plant hedge in Armidale, New South Wales.
Armidale, New South Wales, I reckon autumn.
All right, there you go. So
Autumn.
now, basically.
And what's good about Armidale is you can grow a lot of sort of southern type plants there.
Oh,
Yeah,
really? Okay.
Yeah, you might look it up there. You might look at something like a sweet viburnum. But now,
Cool.
what you say you're a sort of person, you're in a hurry. These ones here are sexually mature birds of paradise. Now, your sexually mature bird of paradise this spring, this will have beautiful orange flowers popping out of it. So if you buy a nice big one like this, and this one will make a real impact in the garden, and it's been reduced from $139 to $99.99. So $99.99. Give your garden that modern tropical look for $99.99, and this will produce 3 or 4 lovely orange flowers this springtime.
All right. Welcome to our Growers Direct flash sale, guys. Happening live right now. Thank you for joining us. Leave us a like, share, do all that jazz.
So bougainvilleas, I'm no bogan, but we're stocked up with bougainvilleas, and that's because there's not many nice ones around. And anyway, these ones have been grown in, all of our bougainvilleas were grown in Victoria. They're grown in Victoria, and they're hardy for Victorian conditions. And this is one here is called Firefly. It's a brilliant sort of pinky reddy colour, and it is just $45.99.
All right, guys, the live auction is happening. Only 11 minutes to go. Highest bid's $233 for that $600 maple.
Bougainvillea Jazzi. Now look at those gorgeous sort of pinky red flowers. And this is grown in Victoria. It's going to grow well for you in Victoria. Lovely bright colour. Flowers most of the summer. And Bougainvillea Jazzi just $45.99.
That's right. Hammer's going down in just over 10 minutes, guys, for this beautiful $600 maple.
So Bougainvillea Magik, it's beautiful purple and white one. And Bougainvillea Magik is just $45.99. So $45.99.
Yep, if you want to make a bid, just head over to the bid link in the comment sections, guys. If you want to make a bid,
Mahatma Gandhi is a sort of a beautiful reddy pink bougainvillea. It's a fast grower, well suited to a Victoria. If you want a beautiful sort of, actually it's got a hint of mauve in it too. Really interesting colour. Mahatma Gandhi, you can see it's a big strong grower. It's going to cover up your veranda, cover up that big brick wall that's in your backyard. It's going to cover it up quicker than almost any other bougainvillea. And Mahatma Gandhi is just $41.99. $41.99.
Yeah, our Growers Direct flash sale is live right now. Auction starting in 10 minutes, guys. Be quick.
So here we've got Bougainvillea Zulu. It's a beautiful purple bougainvillea. Now, if you want a compact bougainvillea in a pot, here it is. Zulu, purple, in a pot, compact, wonderful one to have, and just $45.99 for Zulu Bougainvillea.
Growers Direct flash sale, Growers Direct flash sale prices. Ethan is currently the highest bidder.
Now what we've got here is an 8-inch pot, hot pink, and a 6-inch pot yellow. This is Carpogrotus. Carpogrotus is an Australian native succulent that grows natively on the beaches. But you can grow it almost anywhere, and it'll cover up anything. And then in midwinter through to mid-spring, with the pink one, you've got bright pink flowers, and with the yellow ones, you've got lovely, bright yellow flowers. And they're big flowers. They're big flowers like this. So beautiful big flowers, really tough, cover anything really, really quick. So Carpogrotus, yellow or pink. The 6-inch pot yellow is just $6.99, and the 8-inch pot pink is just $12.99. So beautiful big plants for $12.99. Hot pink flowers in the middle of winter through to the middle of spring, and there's your yellow flowers.
Yeah.
To get those growing in my nursery, I had to hunt around for years to find them. You just sort of see the odd one. Eventually I got access to one, and we're able to start propagating them. So we now have that beautiful yellow Carpogrotus.
Yep, just 8 minutes to go to the auction, guys. Things are heating up. Someone asked here, Andre asked, best time to plant pencil pine in Queensland?
Pencil pine in Queensland, I reckon right now. You've got your dry season ahead. It's a good time to get them established.
Cool. There you go, Andre. All right, let's continue with the sale.
So here we've got Casuarina cousinhead. Now Casuarina cousinhead is a Casuarina tree gone wrong. And so because it's a tree but it grows flat on the ground, it grows sort of in a moundy shape and flat on the ground, it'll cascade over an embankment or cascade over a retaining wall. It's a wonderful plant. It would be one of the main ones I use in my landscaping, and I'll use it with lovely bright silver plants and things like that. It's a very, very strong grower. It's a fast grower. It's very, very tough. It's drought hardy, frost hardy, poor soil hardy. So a really, really fabulous plant. And your cousin Ed has been reduced from $16.99 to $13.99. So $13.99, and I'll give you a close look. They're a really lovely, healthy plant. Look how good they look. Look at that, look at that. $13.99, fantastic, cousin Ed.
Fantastic value.
Yeah.
Our live auction is starting really soon, folks. 7 minutes to go.
Dichondra Silver Falls. This is one of the most versatile plants around. Grow yourself a lawn of silver falls. Have silver falls cascading over the side of a black pot or a brown pot. It looks beautiful coming down the side of a pot. You plant it in a hanging basket and enjoy it just cascading out of a hanging basket. Grow it as a lawn, grow it around your pavers. It's one of the most versatile. Grow it all around your steps. We've done lots of videos on it. It's been very, very successful. So here it is, Silver Falls Dichondra, just $16.99.
Alright, getting quick. They will not last at these prices.
White Star Creeper. Now here's a beautiful big White Star Creeper. I've heard of people selling your White Star Creeper in 6-inch pots for $12 at some nursery.
Wow.
Here's an 8-inch pot for $10.99. Can you believe it? Look at the size of that. Now if you're a bit cunning, you could chop this in 4 and get 4 plants out of it in a flash. But look at the lovely white flowers, the beautiful green foliage, fabulous thing to have.
All part of our Growers Direct flash sale. What's the price on that one, Chris?
$10.99.
$10.99 as part of the flash sale.
That's less than most people sell a 6-inch pot for.
Yep, less than wholesale in some cases.
Now here we've got Aussie Flatbush. Now Aussie Flatbush is fabulous. I'm doing a garden design at the moment where they've got window boxes up in a building where and I'm going to plant Aussie Flatbushes and have it cascading down the side of a beautiful multi-story building. Planting it in and it'll be tough. It'll take the heat and the wind and the tough conditions and cascade down beautifully. But you can grow this as a flat ground cover or grow it hanging over a retaining wall or hanging over the side of an embankment. So Aussie Flatbush for cascade and ground cover, beautiful silver grey. Plant it with a few Tanicas and a few Urena myoporums and get yourself a beautiful landscape. Aussie Flatbush were $16.99. We're giving them away for $12.99. And the interesting thing, do you know it's a salt bush and it's edible? Look at this.
And they actually shape up really nicely too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right. So Growers Direct flash sale.
That'll go nice on a bit of steak, I reckon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we must try that. The auction starts in 5 minutes, guys. Stick around
Now,
for this.
say somebody wanted to buy some of this stuff and have it delivered, say, to Currumborough or somewhere like that. How would they go about buying this stuff?
Well, you just get online and go shopping, spend over $399 and you get free delivery.
That's right, or you could even ring up.
Ring up 039359 3331, or you can shop online, shop link in the comment section. Just head over to helloplants.com.au, click on the live sales link and it's a little pink tab at the top and you'll see all of these items we've shown you in the sale today. Amazing prices. Just spend over $399 and get free delivery. I think they want another
And then
story.
if you were living in say Melbourne and you could save up and buy say 2 or 3 litres of petrol, you could drive over here and shop.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you know.
Who knows? Free delivery might be the same cost as 2 litres of petrol.
Yeah, that's right.
At some point.
Yeah.
All right,
I had to buy a present for my brother-in-law, and I thought I'd get him a little jerry can of petrol.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Yeah, no, so it's funny where instead of giving chocolates or a bottle of wine, people will start giving a couple of litres of petrol.
It's gone a bit that way. All right, let's continue. Let's continue with the sale.
Yeah. Did you like that story?
Yeah, it's a good story. Good story.
Okay, so here we've got Prostrate Rosemary. We seem to have lots of cascading things and lots of edible things. So this is beautiful fragrance, beautiful flavour.
All right,
A
excellent.
bit sharper than your normal rosemary, really nice. So Prostrate Rosemary, use it as a ground cover, use it as a cascade. I'm doing a little job tomorrow where I'm going to have it cascading over the side of a pot with an olive tree. Did you like that story? So there we are. Prostrate Rosemary, normally a bit expensive. These are beautiful big plants and we're giving these away for $12.99. So beautiful big plants, $12.99. Prostrate Rosemary, we've done a few videos You should have a look at it. It's one of their most popular plants, the old Prostrate Rosemary.
All right, so the auction starts in 3 minutes if you're hanging out for it. We've got the highest bidder there.
Now here we've got Scaranthus lime lava. Scaranthus lime lava. Often I'll go down the back, we have a bit of a display of these, and I'll find a little child and they'll be patting it and talking to it. They love them. So Scaranthus lime lava, grow it in a pot, grow it in the garden, grow it in your Zen style garden. It gives you that mossy look, but it loves the full sun. So full sun, mossy look, 10-inch pots, and we're giving these away. They were $50, we're doing them for $29.99 for beautiful big lime lava.
All right, keep the comments rolling and keep the questions. We'll answer them shortly. We're about to go to our auction in 2 minutes, guys.
Yeah, rosemary really does have a nice flavour to it.
That's great.
I reckon it tastes better than normal rosemary.
Sounds good.
So here we've got baby's tears. Baby's tears, the softest thing you'll ever touch. Really, really soft. So beautiful. Now if you've got a cool spot, a wet spot, a shady spot, baby's tears is the answer. Put it around your paving, put it in your fernery, grow it underneath that old wooden bench. Turn things green in the shade. You've got a dead spot in the lawn where you've got a big shady tree. Whack in some baby's tears, give it a bit of drink, a little bit of Osmocote, and before you know it, you'll be covered in baby's tears. So baby's tears, just $4.99.
All right, so that grows through its flash sale live right now.
Now white creeping thyme has beautiful white flowers. Again, it's amazing how much of today's stock is edible. That'd be nice on pizza, I reckon, with a bit of Calabrese cheese, I reckon.
Wow.
Yeah. So white thyme.
Products have been edible.
White thyme, grow it in a pot, grow it in the cottage garden, grow a lawn of white thyme, and these are beautiful big plants. Look at the size of that there. Beautiful 8-inch pot, just $12.99. Take a look. White, it gives you that beautiful mossy look. Lovely flavour to it. You can use it in the kitchen, use it on the lawn, use it in a pot. White thyme, just $12.99. Beautiful big plants for $12.99.
All right, guys, we're about to head over to our auction very shortly. But before we get to the auction, I just want to say, before you leave, guys, if you can just leave us a like, share this live, help others find this sale, because we have some incredible prices here for you guys to get your garden looking really good on the cheap. We really appreciate it. The auction is starting in less than a minute, and we're just got a question here. We should probably answer it quickly for them. Is that how do you get to the auction? So we have left a link in the comment section, but if that's not working for you, because I know the URL doesn't always work in these social media channels, you can simply head over to our website, and we'll probably just get stuck into the auction now because we've got 30 seconds to go. Click on this live sales tab, the pink one. I don't know if you can see this, probably can't see the screen on whatever platform you're on, but if you go to helloplants.com.au, there's a live sales at the top. Click on the autumn holiday seasons tab. Hopefully you can see that. Not sure if our camera people are pointing it for you. And then you just scroll down and you'll see the auction, enter your details. Current highest bid is at $248.20, going to Chris. All right, so the bid is now open to the highest bidder. Get your gavel, Chris.
Okay,
so knock it down. We'll see who wins this. $600.
$248.20.
What's it for?
Okay,
quickly.
So what's going on? We've got this Japanese maple here. It's priced at $599. It is an advanced one. It's be 7 or 8 years old. Perfect for the courtyard. Perfect as a centerpiece in the lawn. Perfect for your nice Zen garden. Fabulous thing to have. Lovely red autumn color. Beautiful big advanced Japanese maple. Valued at $5.99. It's gone under the hammer with a reserve of 10 cents. So right now we've got a bid of $259.20.
Down to
so
Ed,
at $259.20, this could go down now. I'm going to put, so going once at $259.20.
Yep.
Going twice at $259.20.
Yeah.
My God, it's going cheap.
Might be going for
going
for that price.
Going three times. So what's happening here? No one else is bidding.
So it's sort of plateaued. It might be it. Let's have a look.
That's it.
Producers.
Quick refresh.
It's done. It's done.
So $259.20. That's the fastest one's ever gone. There we are.
Got a winner. That's our
Some
fastest
lucky person's got it for $200.
Wow.
Wow.
What's that?
That's less than half price.
Yeah. It's about a third of the price.
Yeah.
Well done to Ed. And if you guys, we did give you plenty of warning if you were too slow to get in there. That's how it works. 3 gavel strikes. The winner's won. $259.20. Well done to Ed. Woo!
Good on you.
All right, so Ed will, one of our sales reps will contact you, and yeah, you've just won yourself a $600 weeping cherry for, like, not even a third of the cost. Was it Ethan or Ed? I think it's Ed. Ed.
It's about 40%.
wanted
He
it.
paid about, it was about 60% saved.
No dark horses on this sale. We plateaued. It actually got up quite high. Oh, hang on. What's going on here? You might want to explain what's going on with that. That's the current bid? Ed. Okay, cool. There we go, cool. All right, no worries, Ed. Well done. $259.20. I will continue on with the current sale, and we'll get stuck back into it. Keep watching if you want to see the rest of the sale, guys.
And here we're back on this one here, and we've got
Native Violet,
$9.99. So Native Violet. So here you've got Native Violet. Was $12.99. Beautiful big plants, just $9.99. So $9.99 for Native Violet. Now Native Violet's great to put in if you've got a shady spot and you want a ground cover or you want a nice little border. I did a little video about there was a spot this couple had a veranda and then they had a retaining wall, and at the bottom it was a little tiny bed and the sun never shone there. It was a little narrow bed like this.
Oh yeah, that did really well.
Yeah, and they planted a whole border of Native Violet and it just made that spot beautiful, and nothing else would have done it much. But Native Violet with lovely green foliage and its little blue and white flowers just filled that up beautifully.
With lots of shade.
Yeah,
not much
and
sun
that's
at
a
all.
video that you could find online. So $9.99 for Native Violets.
Perfect.
Now here it is. Who was waiting for the green screen?
I've forgotten it.
Okay.
It was a while back now.
So here it is, green screen lily pilly. Green screen lily pilly. And there was somebody else wanting something with no bugs. Now the green
a bit of
screen,
one?
the bugs don't like the green screen lily pilly, so it doesn't get bubbles. It doesn't have beetles eating the leaves and ripping it up. So your green screen lily pilly in a 12-inch pot was $150, is now $99.99, and it's about 5 foot tall, nice and bushy. This is
price.
going to make it beautiful. And why they call it green screen? A lot of lily pillies have red new growth on it. Some people don't like that hot red in their garden. They love to have green in their garden. So this is a green lily pilly. Green in the morning, green in the afternoon, and green at night.
Caddis says this is my favourite channel. Thanks
Wow,
for watching,
thank
Caddis.
you.
Please leave a like, drop a like, and share.
No one's ever
dislike.
said anything like that before. I'm touched. I'm touched.
Thanks very much.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. All right, Growers Direct Flash Sale still happening live, of course.
So green screen, 99. Look at that.
Amazing value.
Amazing deal.
I was trying to find out who it was that was after it. Hopefully they're still here. The green screen.
Now Jennifer Susan, have a look. Could you show them this label, please, while I explain? Jennifer Susan, I'm 1.8 metres, which is 6 foot roughly, and I'm 1.8 metres tall, and this is well over my head. Imagine beautiful camellias. Now, I've had a lot of people come in and they've got that shady side of the house, and they've got a big ugly fence, and they're looking out their kitchen window at this big ugly fence, and they say, what could I grow in a shady spot like this that would cover the fence up and give me some beautiful flowers? And I'd say, look, I've got these camellias and I can do them for $79.99, and they're 6 foot tall, and they buy a dozen at a time. So there you are. So Jennifer Susan, beautiful big pink flower. You might show them that flower on the screen there. Beautiful big pink flower, 12-inch pot, $79.99.
And Lee Willis asks 3 great ground covers that'll suit Blue Mountains.
3 ground, well, Prostrate Rosemary,
Yep.
Cousin It,
Oh, perfect. Yep.
Prostrate Rosemary, Cousin It, and Silver Dichondra.
Those 3. Okay.
Yeah, there.
Hopefully you got to see that.
Yeah. Now I think you should give them a close-up of this beautiful flower here. This one here is called Pure Silk. I don't. Yeah, Pure Silk. Pure Silk has a. I don't think it is. I think that's something else. That's It's not. Yeah, just now. But what happens if you put a tag on the wrong thing? It doesn't make it right. That looks more like a pure. Is that a Pure Silk? Yeah, that's. See how that's.
Shell pink.
Shell pink. Oh right. Okay.
Pure silk, shell pink.
Okay, so we're going to call this one Pure Silk, and so Pure Silk has a lot. Actually, it could be Pure Silk. I think you might be right. That flower there looks like a Pure Silk. So Pure Silk, beautiful pink buds, and then pale pink flowers that then turn white. So what you have when this is fully flat, like when it's mature, they'll have hundreds of flowers at a time, and you get this beautiful pink, deep pink, light pink and white combo. It's like apple blossom. Beautiful thing to have. One of my favorite camellias. Lovely fine foliage, very, very dense, beautiful hedge, beautiful screen, fast growing, tough, wonderful camellia. Probably one of my favorites. $79.99, and they're 6 foot tall. Now here we have shell pink. Now shell pink, these are covered in buds. If you bought some of these, you're going to be blessed with hundreds of flowers for weeks and weeks and weeks. And shell pink is a beautiful one. It's the softest pink. You could call it a sort of a pink pearl, I reckon. It's sort of a pink pearl, lovely soft pink. And it's just $79.99 and they're 6 foot tall. I mean, that's if you're, a lot of people are doing up a house to sell at the moment. If you're doing up a house to sell at the moment, the size of this, the colour, the shape, its shade hardiness, fantastic option at $79.99.
Alright, so Grows Direct flash sale happening live. Right now we'll have another flash sale next week and another auction possibly.
Now, what we have here is the Glauca pencil
items.
pine. Now you can use your Glauca pencil pine as a hedge, or you can use your Glauca pencil pine as an avenue. And what's interesting, you plant one like this and in 3 years you'll have a 4 or 5 metre tree that's 50 or 60 centimetres wide, glorious, beautiful shape, not too many nuts. A lot of people don't like nuts on their pencil pines.
No nuts.
No nuts, yeah. So nice, tall, narrow, dense green foliage with a hint of blue in it. Glauca pencil pine, very hardy, very disease resistant. Lovely 8-inch pots for $24.99. You can't go wrong. $24.99, 8-inch pot, Glauca pencil pot.
Get your no nut pencil pine here on the flash sale.
Actually, now this is what's interesting about this. Most nurseries are around $200 for a 2 metre ficus flash. We've got beautiful ones in 13-inch pots. We've cut the shipping cost, we've cut it to the bone, and you can buy a 2 metre ficus flash. Nowhere else can do this. A 2 metre ficus flash for $99.99. It's our 13-inch pot, 2 metres tall, $99.99. You cannot go wrong. 13-inch pot, 2 metres tall, $99. Ficus flash. Keep that in mind. Very, very good deal.
Right, flash sale prices, limited quantities apply. Be quick, guys.
Now, bay trees, they're another edible. Like I can eat a bay leaf. I've eaten thyme, bay.
Cooking.
Unfortunately, I couldn't have lunch
boiling.
before this, so I've had a bit of thyme, a bit of bay, a bit of rosemary.
That's it.
I had some of that tucker bush.
Hope you're probably going to actually be all medicated after this.
Yeah.
With all the different.
So, bay tree,
medicinal.
10-inch pot. It's hard to get a good bay tree, a bit of size to it, and a good price. These 10-inch pot bay trees are just $39.99. Great for a hedge, great for an individual. Grow. Often I tell people when they're putting like a little veggie patch in, I say throw in a bay tree and enjoy yourself a lovely bay tree and be able to get fresh bay leaves from it. So anyway, so bay tree, grow it for a hedge, grow it as an individual, grow it as a pot plant, $39.99.
Right, so Growers Direct flash sale happening live right now. Just getting through the last few items here on the sale.
So here we've got Ligustrum box leaf privet. Ligustrum box leaf privet makes a box style hedge, but it can grow, you can grow a 2 metre, if you plant something like this in 18 months, you'll grow a beautiful bushy 2 metre hedge, plant them at the rate of 3 per metre and transform your property, block out the neighbours, have a beautiful thick box style hedge, and these are pretty cheap. These are just $12.99 and well over a metre tall. Ligustrum box leaf privet.
Alright, so Growers Direct flash sale, just getting through the last few items here.
Now what we have here is we have your big gem. Now everybody knows the little gem. Now what the big gem does, it has bigger leaves, faster growth. It's a fast, big magnolia that has giant big white flowers that would stand 25 centimetres tall, and big fragrance. Where your little gem has hardly any fragrance, your big gem has beautiful big fragrance. Grows into a beautiful big leafy tree. And these ones here, 8-inch pots, big gems are just $19.99. So get yourself an evergreen magnolia, grow it as a specimen, grow it as a screen, block out the neighbours with luscious dark green magnolia foliage with the big gem, just $19.99. Fertinia robusta, these are beautiful big healthy plants, and they're some of the best 10-inch pots I've ever seen. And if you planted these now, I reckon by Christmas you could have a 6-foot Fertinia hedge. They love a bit of chicken manure, they love plenty of water and chicken manure and no grass or weeds around the base, and your Fertinia hedge will grow like crazy. And your Fertinia robusta hedge in a 10-inch pot is just $49.99. Was $59.99, so you'd save in $10. but I'd be planting these now, and I reckon you'd have these up 2 metres tall, 6 foot by Christmas.
Thanks for joining us, guys. If you've just joined us, it's our Growth Direct Flash Sale. Before you leave, please leave us a like and share this live far and wide so your friends and family can find these amazing sale and deals.
Now, a lot of people have been having trouble getting a silver sheen hedge. Silver sheen hedges are popular, but they've been having trouble getting a silver sheen hedge because there's not many on the market at the moment. So I managed to get hold of a little batch of them, and they're a good 3 foot tall, beautiful, healthy, bushy plants. So if you want to, and these, if you planted these now, 12 months from now, you'd have a 2 metre, plant them about 90 centimetres apart, you could have a 2 metre tall, beautiful, bushy, silver sheen Potassium hedge. And these ones here, we're giving them away for $59.99. So in the current market, that's a fabulous deal on silver sheens because they are a bit hard to get.
Yeah, that is a good deal if you're after silver sheen Potassiums. Get them through to sale. Save some coin.
Yeah, that's right. Good deal. Now, what you've got here is a chance to transform your country property for peanuts. These are 3-inch pot Lombardi poplars. Now, I love Lombardi poplars. Lombardi poplars, if you put these in, if you had a country property and you put an avenue of these in, and I would plant them 5 to 7 metres apart, and you kept the grass and weeds away from them and you pumped them with water in the summer, I reckon in 3 years you can have these up 5 metres tall and have beautiful, and then in autumn you've got the most beautiful golden autumn colour. But just what they want to get fast growth on these, to get them say 5 metres in 3 years, you would keep the grass and weeds away from the bottom, maybe you'd mulch around them, grass and weeds away from the bottom, plenty of water in summer, plenty of fertiliser, and they will grow like crazy. Lombardi poplars are great, and plant them as an avenue, plant them as a screen, plant them as a windbreak. They are a fabulous property transformer that has a sort of a classic look in the Australian countryside, and they're very, very easy to grow, and they're very cheap to buy. They're $4.99, so you can plant 100 of these for $500.
Leave us a like, share this live, help others find this incredible sale. It's our Growth Direct Flash Sale. Carol says, Carol says, hey, auction says closed and it's not 2 o'clock yet. What's the answer?
The answer, what time will we go?
Well, the auction, the gavel goes at 1:50.
Yeah,
so
that's
just
right.
before
Yeah,
2.
yeah, 1:50, and yeah, that's right. And what happened? Normally, it goes on for 10 or 15 minutes as people whack 10
I think
cents
what
in.
happened was people bidded it up into a higher range, and it sort of filtered off. Yeah,
it sort of
your
plateaued
quite
early.
a bit early. Yeah. So next time, Carol, 1:50 is the time to come back if you want to get stuck into the action.
That's right. Last week, I think I was going for about 15 minutes. My arm nearly fell off from gaveling for all that time.
We were happy to get this one done and dusted, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So what we've got going here is Backyard Bliss. Backyard Bliss is currently the most popular lily pilly in Melbourne, and these are beautiful, healthy plants. And we're giving them away for $34.99. $34.99. And Backyard Bliss, the most popular hedging lily pilly around, fast growing, green, lush, really, really good, and just $34.99.
All right. Getting quick, get your Growth Direct Flash Sale prices.
Now, Big Red. Big Red is a popular one. It has brilliant red new growth. There's lovely big round foliage, a really luscious, beautiful lily pilly. And we're doing these Big Reds here for $119.99. They're the biggest, best Big Reds I've ever seen for that sort of money. $119.99, beautiful, healthy plants. So if you want to get some Big Red in your life, $119.99. Plant them about 1.2 metres apart, and you'll have a Big Red hedge in no time. So $119.99 for 12-inch pot Big Red. So what we've got here is Hinterland Gold. Now this is the I've been handling Hinterland Gold for 20 odd years, and this is the best Hinterland Gold I've ever seen for the money. These ones here, they're about 1.4 metres tall. They're about 80 centimetres wide. They're really big and bushy. They've got that lovely Hinterland Gold colour in them. And normally you'd expect to pay a couple of $100 for one this big. These are $119.99 Hinterland Gold. And I've been using them in my garden designs, and they make a fabulous instant effect for $119.99.
All right, get in quick. Flash sale prices won't last.
Now here's an amazing deal. Lots of people want to have a pleached hedge, and now you can have a pleached hedge. I'll put this up so you can see the pleaching.
That's awesome.
What you've got is you've got this, you pop this in, it's a neighbour's begone lily pilly. You pop this in and it spreads out and make a beautiful evergreen pleached hedge in no time, and they're cheap. We're doing these 12-inch pot ones for $39.99. So $39.99, a 12-inch pot pleached lily pilly hedge.
Beautiful.
And a pleached hedge is really a hedge on a stick. So what you've got is a hedge on a stick.
Yep.
It's already 6 foot tall, $39.99. So if you're in a hurry to get a big lily pilly hedge, like actually put that. I'll give you an idea of value. Put that Hinterland Gold up again. No, not the Hinterland Gold. Sorry, the Backyard
Bliss.
Bliss.
Up really nice and quick too.
So your Backyard Bliss, look at that, $34.99, and your pleached lily pilly, $39.99. For an extra $5, you get a big thick stem, and yeah, look at the difference.
Yeah.
That's what you call value for money, and that's what you get. This is the Grower Direct Flash Sale, where you get access to the growers' fields, and you get the real deals out of the field. So look at that for $39.99. It is unbelievable.
That's right.
So here's the Resilience Lily Pilly. This is popular because it's a very, very tough lily pilly. Look how big and beautiful that is. What a beautiful lily pilly. It's bushy, it's fantastic, and it's $119.99. So $119.99 on 1.8. Have a look at that. It's probably 1.6. So Resilience Lily Pilly, 119.
Right, so Growers Direct Flash Sale. You want to get a pic with him?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go in, let's do it. We're live, if you don't mind being live on the... Jump in there. Let's do it. Jump in with him, we'll get a pic.
Yep,
Go on, why not?
How are you, my man?
Hi.
There we go, he's taking it, there we go. Alright, it's live action, that's how it works.
What are we selling?
Guys, there's a bit of a
We're
delay,
selling
there you go.
lily pillies.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Yeah, Resilience,
How
Resilience
much are
Lily.
these?
They're only $59.99.
That's a great deal.
Yeah, thank
I'll
you.
hop in, tell some clients about it.
No worries, cool, thanks a lot.
stuff.
Okay, thanks, see ya.
Cheers, man.
Right, so look at these standard lily pillies, unbelievable. There's not many of these, they're just $59.99. The best standard lily pilly deal anywhere, $59.99 for a beautiful 10-inch standard lily pilly.
All right, we really are truly live. We're getting to the last few items here, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Make sure to leave a like on this live for us.
So if you want to get on the straight and narrow, say you've got a little skinny bed and you want to have a tall, dense, beautiful, look how dense and bushy that is. Now this is the best straight and narrow value I've ever had in the nursery. It's from a new grower. I haven't had him in here before. $120. I've seen them half this good for twice the price. Look at that, look at, I've never seen better straight and narrow. So if you want a tall, straight, skinny lily pilly,
Yeah, awesome.
there it is, straight and narrow, $119.99. And
How tall do they get?
Straight and narrows can go 4 or 5 metres tall, and with a little trim you can keep them really, really narrow.
Yeah, okay, cool. They look really nice, actually.
Yeah.
Straight and narrows, all right.
You've seen that.
So what we've got here is your Sweet Viburnum, another 12-inch pot, really good value. They were $90, they're down to $79.99 for a beautiful big bushy 12-inch pot, Sweet Viburnum.
Right, get in quick. It's our Growers Direct Flash Sale happening live.
Now
right
look
now.
at the root system on this. He's been
Beautiful.
exposing the roots. Look at the quality. Look at these roots here. Absolutely fabulous.
That is a
lovely,
very
healthy
looking
root,
plant.
healthy looking root system there.
That's right.
And there we are. He's
Super healthy.
showing off our roots. So there we are.
Get bare rooted at hello, hello.
Yeah. So this is a weeping lily pilly in a 12-inch pot, and we're doing them for $89.99. Now, weeping lily pillies are great. They've got that lovely, luscious tropical look, that lovely cascading foliage, and they grow like crazy. And your weeping lily pilly is just $89.99 in a 12-inch pot. Now, if you planted those in 2 years, you can have a beautiful 3 metre. I'd plant them 1 to 1.2 meters apart, and you can have a beautiful 3-meter wall of cascading green foliage in only 2 years from these sort of size like this.
That's right.
Now we've got some pot deals. Now to get these pot deals, you've got to come into store. We're not delivering these up the bush anywhere. We're not selling them online. We are delivering them up the bush, but you've got to come in store and buy them. So this is your giant egg pot, a set of 5. Now for one of these big pots, you'd expect to pay a couple of $100, but basically we've got a whole set. This whole set was $509. It's been reduced to $254.98. So you could say, well, this big one here is $254.98, and the other 4 are for free. So with these 5 egg pots, look how many you get. With these 5 egg pots, you could decorate your alfresco area or around the pool for $254 and a couple of plants. Now let's have a look at the next one. So
in-store only, folks, for the pots.
Yeah,
these prices, 50% off.
And what it is, if you come in store, we've got hundreds and hundreds of sets of pots, all different sort of shapes and sizes. And if you buy the whole set, 50% off, which is great because with shipping costs and everything these days, a lot of people are charging a fortune for our pots. But we stocked up before the war. So anyway, so here we are. It's the Seychelles Congo White. This is a very stylish pot. It's got sort of vertical ribs on it. Lovely tall with a beautiful taper on it. So if you've got a modern apartment and you want some real style on the balcony, this set of 3 is going to set you back $199, and you get a beautiful big one, a lovely second big one, and a little small one like that. You could really decorate the patio of your modern apartment beautifully with only $199 worth of pots, and you'd expect to pay that for one big pot like this. So you got this one here for $200 and the other 2 are for free. So there you are, a really good deal, very stylish pot, beautiful white Seychelles Congo White, $199.
Right, so our Grows Direct flash sale live right now. These prices for the pots, 50% off pot sets, is in-store only.
Now I had a guy in here yesterday, and he was buying some big indoor trees. At any rate, he didn't want any water on the carpet or on the floor or anything like that. So I sold, and he wanted some pots without holes. So I sold him these pots here, and these pots are amazingly cheap, and they're called LimeCrete. They're very, very solid. They've got a lovely ring to them. They're made of LimeCrete, and at any rate, I'll show you. There's no hole in them. Look at that. There's no hole. See there? No hole.
They look great though.
Yeah. Yeah. Now normally you'd expect to pay a fortune for a pot with no holes because most pots get holes in them. But anyway, so these ones, you can put them on the carpet and you won't get dripping on the carpet. And these ones are just $124.98. So $124.98 for a set of 3. That's kind of the same deal. A nice big pot. This is a beautiful big pot. It's a 16-inch pot. You can put a beautiful big tree in here, like it's a 6-7 foot tree. Grow it indoors, or grow it in the alfresco area, or grow it on your tiled outdoor floor. And you don't want any drips on the floor. You use this bottomless pot. And what you do is you don't pot into it, but you put your plastic pot in there, and you take your plastic pot out and put it in the laundry trough and water it, let it drip dry, then pop it back in there. It can have a little bit of water in the bottom, but you don't want it to fill up with sort of stagnant water. So you don't water it directly into it. You water your plant outside of it and then put it in after it's drip dried. So your LimeCrete Egg Pot, $124.98 for a set of 3. You got one really big one fairly big one, and one almost big one for $124.99.
In-store only for those ones, guys, as part of the live sale.
Could you grab our giveaway maple? I want to talk to people about a giveaway maple and a giveaway gardenia. Yeah.
All right, so we're open every day over the Easter holidays. So we're open tomorrow, Good Friday, Easter Friday, open Easter Saturday, open Easter Sunday, open Easter Monday. Come in, we've got incredible specials. Chris is about to show you those specials. And as you've just seen, we've had 108 items, incredibly priced items, might I say. And congratulations to Ed, our winner of the auction there as well. We had a lady calling Chris who said said her name, that said she was the winner. So I think a lot of people really wanted to win the Japanese maple that they started.
Yeah. So and actually, let's show people. let's show them our three big specials, which is the $1 box. Get me a tray of the $1 box, just over there. Get me a couple of them hydrangeas. Get me a couple of them standard lily pillies. So what's happening is if you come in here and you buy even a $2, even if you come in here and bought a $1 English box, every single customer gets a $14.99 gardenia. Look at this beautiful gardenia here. This could have lovely big white fragrant flowers, grown in a pot or grown in the garden. Everybody needs at least one good gardenia. And get me the hydrangea and the $1. So everybody deserves to have a good gardenia, and we're giving everybody who comes in this Easter a beautiful gardenia for free. Just here's a gardenia. As long as you buy something, you can spend as little as $1. Then if you come in and buy a garden lot, say you come in and buy a garden lot and you spend $499, we've got this $249 Shana maple absolutely free for anybody spending $499. Yeah, here we are. And then we've got a $1 box. They're just over there on the trays. $1, just over there. $1. Last I looked, they're just over there.
Alright, so Growers Direct flash
Then we've
sale
put on
happening
some
live right
fabulous
now.
specials. Not only have we got these amazing giveaways, but we put on some fabulous specials. What we've got here is the Bicolour Hydrangea, the Tea Time Bicolour Hydrangea. Tea Time is a compact hydrangea, and you've got a multicoloured flower, either blue and white or pink and white, depending on the type of soil or conditions where you are. So you've got this beautiful hydrangea. These are normally 30, 40, 50 bucks. Nice little plants for $14.99. We've never had a Tea Time Bicolour so cheap, yeah? Then come in, say you've been thinking of doing an English box hedge, but with the price of everything these days, you thought you couldn't afford it. We're letting a couple of thousand English box go for $1. That's $1.
Yay.
$1 English box. There's only a couple of thousand of them, so get in quick. I'd come in tomorrow and grab those $1 box. And then
You won't get deals
I
like
had
this
one
another
poor
time,
grower
guys.
in tears today because I managed to get these down to $21.99. Now normally you'd expect to pay 50 bucks, but I told him that we needed a real special to get people in this Easter. And so with $1 box, $14.99 Macrophylla Bicolour Tea Time
That guy down
hydrangeas
there,
for $14.99. And then this one here, this standard lily pilly, a beautiful, mature, thick trunk, big head, $21.99. I've heard of people selling lily pillies like this for 60 or 70 bucks.
That's
These
right.
are $21.99. And then you've got $1 English box. Look at that
$1
one.
each.
And-
Do a hedge for $5.
At $14.99, dual colour, bicolour hydrangeas.
This
So-
Easter only. Spend over $4.99 and get that beautiful Japanese
spend over
maple.
$499. We've got 70 of these to give away this Easter. 70 of them. So 70 of these for people that spend over $499. And then come in here and spend $1 or $10 or $20.
Get one of
whatever.
those $1 English box and have that gardenia for
Yeah,
free.
get a $15 gardenia. Look at that. There's never ever been giveaways or deals like it.
Alright,
So-
it's this Easter only. We're open every day over Easter, guys.
We're
Come on in.
open. We're open Good Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Easter Tuesday.
Yeah, Nim says, have you got any freebies? I don't know about that, Nim.
How about a free?
Long time watcher and rising star. Yes, you are. Thank you, Nim, for coming along.
Yeah.
Hey, we should probably just say congratulations to the auction winner, Ed. And I know there was a few people disappointed that they didn't get their auction in quick enough, but that's the rules of the game. We get 3 hammer strikes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, miss out. You got to be really quick on the buttons with that.
Yeah.
The way we've got it set up.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys. We've got to get out of here. It's our longest Growers Direct, but I think it's
And Ed
deserving
got a really cheap deal for Easter, didn't he?
I got a crazy good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete, just one last question. Do you sell artichoke seedling?
Yes, but not at the moment. I think they're more of a spring seedling.
All right, there you go. All right, guys, before you leave, just leave us a like, please. Quickly leave us a like. Just press that like button right now. We're going to turn it off. Press the like button. All right, good. Like, and thanks to the boys for doing amazing work. Hit the like, smash that like button, love it. Thanks to Chris for all these amazing specials. All right, we're out, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.